It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening.
How many times you watched that thing? Guess you really miss her. Don't worry, we're almost there. You'll be able to look her up once we're on board. Sounds like you do have a lot of catching up to do.
The USG Ishimura, biggest planet cracker in her class.
Why is it all dark? I don't see any running lights.
This is mutiny. Hold him. By Maritime Law, Article 5469, I hereby declare Captain Benjamin Mathias unfit for duty. The mark must be delivered to the church. I'm sorry, Ben, but I can't let you do this.
USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kellion responding to your distress call. Come in, Ishimura.
Never heard of a total communications blackout on one of these things. You'd think with 1,000 people on board, someone would pick up the phone.
We need more help. We don't have the resources to deal with this many cases. Nobody would tell us what's happening.
There should be a security detail in here.
Yeah? Well, there's not. There's nobody here.
Isaac, where are you? Help me.
Your future, the future of our race ends here.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play
you
Dead
guys forgot
Space
to mute
with
me.
Rampancy. What? You be quiet. You be quiet.
See, this is what happens when you invite
Yeah, I
him
know.
back.
So, welcome back to Let's Play Dead Space with Rampancy. I'm Narcogen.
I'm Blackstar, along with Interrupting Funkmon, and we're continuing
Are we
on with the
live?
exciting... Yeah, that's the one. We're continuing on with the exciting adventures here on Dead Space, and we promise this is going to be the last one. We are going to finish this. Narc is actually going to be going back a little bit just to start to get more ammo.
The tentacles.
Yep.
I took a look. I got 3 saves in Chapter 12. One of them is about half hour in. One of them was about half hour ago. I'm hoping that that's far enough back that it's not beyond the point of no return. We'll see. I was really hoping to finish the game last session, but I was a little bit strung out after 4 hours.
4.5
Screwed up
or
this
thing.
node room, sold some ammo when I meant to be buying it, so I figured I'd go back a little bit.
Couldn't hurt.
So we'll see.
Want to say to everybody that's high in the chat, we've got Aries540 says hello and happy to see the stream again. Hope you guys are finally finishing the game. Yes, we promise. Won't be able to watch much, so GLHF. Yeah, no, if you get a chance, watch it on demand whenever you want.
I think unfortunately, this may just be past the point of no return. I'm not really sure.
That's a good question. Maybe we should ask Deca.
Loaders to get the marker off the shuttle.
But this is the escort mission from hell part, so...
Okay, was the was the node room that I missed after? Because I think that may be just behind this door, and if it is, then I'm not going to bother loading this save and doing this bit again.
Again, yeah. Oh, I don't know.
I think Deca probably knows, and
well, that's why I suggested
it won't be backseat driving if you answer. That's okay.
That's okay. We need backseat driving. We need somebody driving.
I just can't remember whether that room was before this or just after it, because it could be either one.
Oh, Lionel's in the chat. Hi, Cyborg. He says,
Hi,
besides Black Mesa, you guys going to cover Reach PC now that it's out?
I don't know, and even if I did, if I were to do Reach in the series, I'd probably just do it on the Xbox.
It's like, because what would really be the point? I mean, I'm a quality
I think
whore,
I'm doing
too.
a Tim Allen mod review of the
I was going to mention that. Yeah, Funk is really... we were talking about this just earlier. He has apparently found a Tim Allen Funkmon modification out there, so he's going to actually be running that, if at all. I don't know whether he'd be able to do it with us, but we may try that. He's trying to talk us into it. But yeah, Point Blank is in. Baron's in. Let's see, and Deck is, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. How is it that you fell so far? Well, considering how often we've played this, and Narc spends his spare time playing other games in between, getting reacclimated, we've fallen very far because of that. Let's see. So, Deca says, Reach PC is cross-compatible with Xbox Live, potentially Reach Xbox.
Yeah, I know, but literally at this point it means buying
possibly?
Reach again. And
who wants to do
I
that?
didn't like Reach well enough. I mean, it's like, I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's not in my top 3 Halo games. And so the question of, like, why would I buy that again? Especially when we've got, like, there's a backlog of old stuff I want to do, like Black Mesa, like Half-Life 2, the episodes, Unreal.
That's going to be so awesome.
There's at least, there's a couple more marathon things I want to do. There's also new games that are out. There's Control. And there's Outer Wilds. No, I'm sorry, Outer Worlds. I think I'd be more likely to do Outer
Worlds
Door.
Yeah, I want to do Outer Worlds. That would be fun.
I want to play Detroit Become Human.
Detroit what?
Am I breaking up
Phobot
again?
is online.
Yes.
Hi, Forrest.
Hey, Forrest. How you doing? Phobot is online. Deca says, the outer door marker moving session, the one in the shuttle doesn't open.
Okay, I know, but I need to know, am I before the node room I missed or after? That's what I want to know. Is it worth doing this? Lion says, is the rest of Zen out? No, I think Zen is not finished. The Black Mesa has some Zen in it, but not all the Zen. I just don't I don't want to bother starting this over again if I just really have to load it. But I can't remember from the last stream whether that room was after.
You want me to queue it up?
Narc, every time you bring up Black Mesa,
saying before,
next
very
sentence
before.
should talk
Okay,
about
so
Zen.
if that is the case, if that's way behind us, then I'm not loading that save. I'm going to go forward with the save we had last time, which is 30 minutes after, which is after this sequence. And, we will just let it ride.
Yay, all right. So, to be honest, I thought that might be the best way to do it anyway. He says, very before. He says, I believe most of Zen, no boss fight.
Yeah, Funk dropped.
What, we lost Funk?
Are we live?
Funk?
Yeah.
We gotta tone the volume of that down. We're gonna be frightening the children that we have left. Apparently we lost 5 fake subs, man. 5. Gonna miss you, robo-subs. Gonna miss you. Cyborg says, I know about the Zen that is there up to Interloper.
Oh yeah, it was a jump scare guy. Yeah, jump scare guy. We get to do jump scare guy again.
Yeah, well, to be honest, it wouldn't scare Funk unless he was spitting out butterflies. He says, though I only played part of the first chapter just to see it. I intended to do the whole thing when it's out in a Half-Life marathon. So...
I've played like the first half hour of Black Mesa like 10 times.
Really?
Just because I always just queue it up
so
to see how's it doing now, and and then I do the opening stuff because it's interesting, and then I'm like, all right, we'll do that later.
Deca says, this save is immediately after Point of No Return on the node room.
Okay, but that indicates I should do the previous one. He said before.
So many choices. It's almost like you wish you had like a timeline that you could actually go back through and say, okay, I want to start here.
Oh, darn it.
Did you hit the wrong one?
No, it means I can load one that's 1507 instead of 15 hours even, just to get a slight, not to have to redo so much.
Hopefully Funk will be able to sort out his interwebs and come back.
This one. We'll see what this gets us.
Are you sure?
Yeah, okay. So in other words, the save where we left off was just after the point of no return. So this one is...
Funk's in chat now. I think we should play Minerva. It's an HL2 mod. It's very similar to Marathon in tone and story. Baron says, yeah, Zen Complete might come out tomorrow. Fingers crossed. I still haven't even caught up on the Destiny reveals it today.
Where are we here? Something's stomping around out there.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's one of those big guys. Fogmon says, wait. Fog, what's wrong with your interwebs? Did you have to change something? Did you have to jiggle a cord?
Okay. So this is, I've just done the outer section.
Sergeant Newman, PSEC. We've lost all the shuttles. One of them just took off and came straight back down and crashed into the bay. Took a couple of 100 people and all the remaining shuttles with it. If anyone can hear this, do not land. Do not land.
Okay, because Jacob said this is getting the battery for the airlocks. Destroy bodies before opening the door.
Oh, wow. Oh, Laughing Alex is in the chat. Hi, Alex. He says, hello. Still at work, so may not hear you if I'm on the phone. That's okay. Cyborg says, sounds cool. Deca says, yeah, this is getting the battery for the airlocks, destroying bodies before opening the door. So any bodies to run across, I guess we just want to squish them.
Yeah, I think what it was is that after the outdoor section, then we went in and there was a kill a bunch of stuff, and then instead of looting the room, I ran out of the room.
Yeah.
I should not have done that.
I just hate the fact that one of those rooms reset. Funk says, yeah, just testing the turn it on and off again theory. Alright, so hopefully you'll be able to turn off and off his router again. Baron says, yeah, good suggestion, Funk. Minerva is very much like in Marathon in theme. So yeah, maybe we should put Minerva on the list. Cyborg says there's also Blinks 1 and 2. It's a Marathon Redux suggestion also. He also says SPV 3. I hope to do a tour that once Eternal has been written, not necessarily before it's posted to the story page. How do you get all the bodies just right, or does it...
You just need to remove the limbs. My understanding is that like once a body has no limbs anymore, it's not a candidate for infection.
Okay, so it's only disassembled limb-wise. You can't just keep harping on
that's as far as I know. But basically, like it counts it as dead once you've gotten
okay. I wasn't sure how
arms, legs, and head off.
those all became. Deca says, yeah, those two are pinned. Yeah, he says meant in the other room. That's the basics.
Well, I'm just destroying them all.
Mm-hmm. Hey, better destroy them and not need to
since
than
we're
need
at a
to not
store,
destroy
I
them.
will buy some more ammo. I should have plenty of stuff. I just picked up a gold semiconductor, so I should be able to sell that. Yeah. Small med pack. That's not worth an inventory slot.
No. In fact, any low capacity things that we got, I think at this stage are worth selling. Cyborg says, yeah, M1R may need to wait until the full game is out, though. It's becoming progressively better with each new map build. I would hope so. That would mark the progress. Chunk, I hope that was your stomach.
Okay, now what do we have? Now we have a node coming.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, we need to save a node. So we need to save a node for the node room.
We need
nodes for the node room. We had two nodes.
Two. I think we checked last time. There wasn't much we could get
there wasn't
out of
anything
that
to
one
do
node.
with them, I think, which is fine.
Oh, Deca says sell the line racks.
I thought I didn't have any line racks. Let me check. If there are, we don't even have the guns, so yes, we should sell those.
Yeah, I mean, it's ammo. It's a good thing you don't slow you down, though, the more ammo you have. Especially for weapons you don't possess.
Yeah, we did pick up one line rack.
Yeah. Bye, line rack.
Yep, those are gone. We didn't even use that gun. A lot of people swear by that gun. We did not use it.
No. Has anybody maxed out inventory? I wonder exactly how much money you could make through, like, a whole perfect run-through.
Okay, now that's where
Does anyone do a maxed out inventory run-through?
I don't know. I'd be curious to see if that's even possible.
I bet someone's done it on Fallout or something.
I just know there's a lot of...
every single item in the game.
Right, there are a lot of
inventory.
completionist types. I'd just be curious as to what the potential is. Deca says, yeah, you've already filled up your node maps. Point Blank says, yeah, nodes for the nose god. With a nose like that, though, could he really be a god? Deca says, God, Hindrance Mechanic would kill so many Dead Space series. I know, right? I'd just be curious as to whether or not anybody had even considered it during the development phase. Is it worth throwing stasis at him? It's so much fun with ammo.
Now, did we already do this? Loader offline.
I don't think so.
No. Okay,
Yeah.
we didn't turn the loader
Yesterday.
offline. We did it all. Yeah, I know.
Deca says, yeah, platform to the back of the shuttle. So I guess we have to platform over there.
Whoop, whoop. Come back.
Jeez.
Come back here.
Wow. Can you throw a battery at yourself and chop your own head off? Because, man, that looked like it was gonna.
I love it how Isaac basically is like just as enthusiastic about grunting while smashing a box
Right,
at
as
the
he
end
is
of
about
15 hours
delimbing
as
bodies.
he was at the beginning. It's kind of ridiculous.
See, to me, that's
did we-
that's lazy development in an otherwise spectacular game. They just literally said we're going to have one stomp mechanic, and that's all. It's a one.
All right, now
one
I need to what? Now I need to
stop
turn
shopping.
it. Now I need to turn it on, and then I need to go pull it out.
Yes.
Blah blah
I know.
blah.
It's not that kind of stream.
Well, you know. Shutter controls offline.
So, Funk, yeah, did you...
This screwed me up last time where I was like, I kept going to push a thing that I thought I needed to do, and it was like, nope, that's not it, dumbass.
Nope. Well, see, now I'm curious if we're having some confusion over the progress we made before last time versus where we need to be now.
No, those are only active once we get the thing out of here. Oh, okay, no, it is. No, I can't press the button to pull the thing out because the tray's not here to accept it.
Yeah, it's not in the right locale. Point Blank says, fuck, do you remember that knock-knock from last stream?
Oh, God.
No, he doesn't.
No. Darn it!
There we go.
What was it?
I don't know, something involving Tim Allen.
No, it wasn't about Tim Allen. Was it?
Yeah.
No, I remember. It was about friction. You guys are talking about friction. Knock, knock.
Let's see. So Deca says, oh yeah, Deca says, yeah, I think there's a couple boxes on the far side of the shuttle, but get them after moving the platform. He says
All right,
it's already on.
I get to tell a knock, knock joke, and you guys will play along at the end credit.
I cannot confirm or deny we will play along.
Someone must play along.
No, I don't have to do anything.
It's a great joke. You guys, it might change your life.
Yeah, it also might change our subs.
You
Deca
get
says,
so many more.
yeah, it spawned a 30 minutes of Star Trek discussion. Best not to remember. I gotta say, I love the engagement. I can't say I'm thrilled on the topic. Not in Star Trek, but just that particular representation of
So
Star
let's
Trek.
just check this area for boxes before we leave it.
Oh, Cyborg says, need to go now. Got my Eternal write-ups to continue and then sleep. See you, Starside. Thanks,
luck with
Lino.
that. Have fun.
Catch you next time. Thanks for stopping by.
I'm gonna miss the joke.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, there's a note here. I don't even know. Did we get this last time or not?
No, but yeah, that would mean we got 3 nodes to play it with.
Wow. Who cares?
Yeah, fuck. If you say the
You're
joke,
richer than God.
yeah, I know, right? You collected all the nodes. It's kind of like Pokemon. It's completely pointless.
Pokenode.
Yeah, Funk. If you say the joke, people will be able to play it in subsequent replays. So it's okay, and they're more likely to see it at the beginning of a stream than the end. So think of it that way. We're only 18 minutes in.
Yeah, okay. Hold this. Rest the way.
I know. Let us reiterate something that who was it? Someone said that
What?
we have at most 40 minutes.
I'm sorry. What is that? Say it again.
Man,
We have at most.
You gotta stop downloading that porn, Funk.
Yeah. We have at most 40 minutes left.
40. Oh, of the game? Well, he said
That is the claim.
Well, that's the rumor, but I personally don't believe it because Narc has to succeed. So, considering we're going into several unknowns, I would not be surprised if there are certain sections we're going to be playing again and again.
Could be.
So, that being said, if there are, 30 minutes of gameplay and we have to do it 3 times, guess how long that is?
We usually don't have to repeat quite that much.
Point Blank suggests, hey, let's all unsub if Blackstar doesn't humor
guy.
Funk. Well, you might as well unsub now, because my job is to not humor Funk. Deca says, remember, the wave interrupts and waits for progress before continuing.
Alright, hey there, loot boxes I should grab now. There's a stasis refill over there, so I should... there's stasis refills a bunch of places, and we have to use the stasis to get past the bridges.
Yeah, because they
trigger
pop
the
up
bridge, and
and
then
go
flip it up,
down.
and then switch it through, and then fight. So...
I kind of feel bad we don't have some goofy sound effects to go with the bridge movement. Stasis! Hi, I'm Stacy Stasis. Welcome to our run-through of Dead Space.
Okay. Nobody spawned as a result of that.
Okay,
Let's
one
go
down, 75 to go.
refill stasis and do some things.
I'm waiting for you to get to a door or a vent that suddenly explodes. Point Blank says, sorry, fuck, I tried my best. I had no leverage. Or leverage. Actually, yeah, in the chat. Which is it? Leverage or leverage?
I think either are valid pronunciation.
Oh, possibly. Oh, you stepped
Okay,
on the
yeah,
thing!
here's the lockdown.
Oh, we're all gonna die.
In the area. Security has been notified.
Oh, and during the lockdown, the bridges don't work.
Oh, of course! Surprised DeWalt or Milwaukee didn't want to do like a tie-in here with their power tools of the future. Now see, Forrest is getting at the joke. He says, I say leverage. Deckass, yeah, British or American? I don't know, that's a good question. We are, a planetary channel, so we cover all countries and...
I'm from Iowa.
Probably. Forrest is not leverage. See, Forrest, you've given me the entire gamut of power here, because now I can make it sound like you're saying whatever version I want to say. Thanks to the joy of text. Point Blank says, I don't care what the haters say, but that saw gun is juicy. And he gives an okay. Oh, did you get stomped? What was that?
No, I think I got knocked down by explosion.
Oh, somebody blew up. Oh, Deca says, yeah, the node room is in this room and is only accessible after the lockdown lifts.
Right. Yeah, the problem was I left.
Yes, you jumped in to the next part. Oh, Rampant Sarcasm in the chat. Hi, Rampant.
No. Explodey guy, run away. Oh, no,
stabbies.
Oh, the exploding guy is going to catch up to me while
you're dealing with the baby.
While I'm doing the QTE for that guy.
Ugh. Yeah, Rampant says, yeah, no one of the exploders. He says the blast radius of one of those is quite big.
Yeah, we noticed that before.
Point Blank says, splattered by exploding nacho cheese dip. Oh, God. That would burn.
I need a stasis pack.
It's funny, I was watching an episode of Get Shorty where somebody got third-degree burns from a, shall we say, a Pop-Tart-esque type item due to licensing reasons.
Now, I'm guessing there's some baby hiding around a corner, which is why the lockdown is not up, because that's what happened last time.
Yes, and we don't want that. Actually, no, I heard that if you microwave gobstoppers in the microwave to the point where they explode, it actually can severely burn you, and you don't really know about it until you bite on it afterwards, but they can actually blow up in your face like a grenade. People have gotten severe burns from that.
That's not a good time.
No, so don't microwave gobstoppers. Or jawbreakers, either one.
Strangely enough, it hadn't even occurred to me.
People have, and apparently got third-degree burns.
I believe you.
Just the things exploding made me think of it.
Where's the hidden baby? There has to be a hidden baby.
Oh, Sarcasm said, yeah, but you're invincible during the QuickTime events to the other Necros.
I think you do have iframes during those, yes. But what I was afraid was that I was going to get out of the QuickTime event by smashing the thing, and then it would blow up. So, ironically, the QuickTime event probably saved my life just now.
Yeah. Deca says, yeah, move the marker into the airlock to trigger the rest.
Oh, okay. So in other words, lockdown's not over because I don't have all the enemies. I don't have all the enemies because I haven't moved the marker all the way yet.
Yeah, question also says, yeah, the molten sugar, watch the Mythbusters and Savor. Yeah, I forgot Mythbusters actually did an episode on that. Rampant says, there's a lot of things that you shouldn't microwave. Potatoes, frogs, babies. Yeah, Deca says, yeah, beware sun-cooked jawbreakers, too. Because if you leave them in a car, if you leave them outside and they get direct sun exposure, that'll do it. Point Blank says, beware jawbreakers in general. Yeah, I never had the allure of that candy. The whole concept of jaw breaking, no, that I did not find that attractive in the confection.
Yes, ammo. Okay. Here. Did I hear something else?
I keep hearing that beeping. I'm just wondering if that's like
no,
trying to get our attention.
Or like growling or rumbling in the background.
Him. I figured he's through the wall. No, not like Tim Allen. I get a feeling that you've been watching some of his episodes lately.
Every day, I watch the show every time there's a new episode. I love Tim Allen.
I learn more about you every day, Funk.
Where are we going? Are we coming over here? We want to go.
It looks the same anymore.
I can't remember.
I am so lost.
I can't remember which way we're going.
We got to move this bridge.
Oh yeah, we got to move the bridge.
Yep. And then stasis. And then slide to the left.
And then, where is the point where Narc loses his will to live and then calls it?
I think it's shortly thereafter.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, so we're pushing it up to that door.
Literally after this one.
Yeah, Deca says, yeah, put the marker in there, but don't go yourself.
Yeah, I have to. Okay, now the unlock. So one of these rooms is the room we missed.
Correct.
So that's the room we don't want to go out because that's the way to the next area. So I got to check the other rooms first.
Point Blank says, let that screaming.
Not that way. It's not that way because that's the way it wants me to go.
Yep.
Ah, here it is.
Yeah, Deca said farthest from both
use
the
one
airlocks.
power to override the lock. This is it.
Yay!
Hey!
We did it! Woohoo!
Oh, it's Christmas
Careful.
in there.
It's booby trapped. Wow, can you imagine if you missed this?
Well, yeah, I guess the idea here is that, like, if you come in and you didn't have money, you didn't have ammo, you couldn't buy any,
right?
You know, but you had a node. You know,
right.
you could.
What situation is that?
I don't know. You know, I'm not always good with ammo management, so you know.
Well, yeah, but you got a node. Just sell the node, buy ammo.
Knowing him, he would only have one at this stage.
That's like, having a roll of quarters hidden in a door that costs you $10 to enter, just in case you didn't have any money.
I actually remember stashing away a bag of coins inside, one of the panes of windows in my bedroom as a kid, and completely forgetting about it. And then, like, years later, accidentally finding it. And it was such a joy.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
money.
It's finding treasure. It just totally felt like it.
Yeah, treasure, pants money, same thing.
You'll have to restore power to the bridges to move the marker through this area. Look for a control station at the end of the maintenance tube.
Okay, control end of maintenance tube. Deca says you can't sell the nodes, apparently.
No, you can buy nodes or find them, but you can't sell them.
Oh, point blank suggests, backtrack to save? I don't know. That might not be a bad idea. Can we backtrack to a save point? I can't remember.
No, in fact, I think this is actually
this
where
is the cutoff?
this was the cutoff.
Okay.
We could have backtracked to save before we entered this room, but I think we're okay.
Well, we're definitely loaded to bear more than we are last time. But he does have a point. I would hate for it to go back to a save point if we hose this, where we'll have to do all that again.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, Deca says, 2 wall guardians and a vent shaft ahead. Rampant in all caps. Be careful about saving here. You can bug the game and make it unwinnable. All caps. He cannot speak louder in chat. So, okay. Let's not goof this. Yeah, Deca says you're in the save room. Okay, so we just have to get through this, and then hopefully we can save. But we'll wait for chat's approval on whether we want to attempt it or not. Rampant says, I would avoid just doing it all together in this particular area. Deca says, in short, don't save over an old save. So we may have to, erase one before we save it. Sarcasm says, the bug is that if you save here at the right time, the marker becomes unable to be moved further on the rail, and the game becomes unwinnable.
Oh, come on.
Oh, please pop a health.
I know. I was trying to get out of the room so I could do it.
Don't you have a hotkey yet? Because that would be a real bummer to blow that here. Okay, well, let's clear this room and then we'll figure out what we gotta do. Are they just respawning?
No, these guys constantly when you're in attack range, these guys constantly spawn these enemies that are just little heads with tentacles.
Yeah, they're all gonna hit you at range.
And so you're supposed to ignore them and do the boss.
What about the razors and just razor them down?
No, you really can't.
No. Deca says, Dark forgot. X to heal, Y to refill stasis from pack. Yeah, question says Guardian spawn the
this
turret blobs. Yeah,
these I find to be the most annoying things in the game because basically,
these are like jackal snipers.
Oh, I'm on mute. It's more like if the drones never stopped respawning or something.
Right, exactly. Or like Funk with knock-knock jokes.
Oh, unlike that.
Tim Allen knock. Yeah, do you have know any Tim Allen knock-knock jokes?
He's
gonna go
that's
look
the
up
one
online.
on the left.
Let me think about that.
I want to hear rampant keyboard tapping.
No, I gotta come up. I feel like I have an encyclopedic knowledge of all episodes of Home Improvement.
All things Home Improvement.
So I bet I can come up with a knock-knock joke that's been on Home Improvement.
Now,
Just give me some
this
time.
one on the right is still active, but I'll be darned if I can see a tentacle on it to actually shoot. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, there's a little one. I would just kind of keep strafing left and right and not stopping.
movement in this game, especially with a weapon readied, is really slow.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Like side strafing that projectile, especially while zoomed in with a weapon.
Rampant sarcasm says, starts rapidly keyboard tapping. Yeah, see if you can find any Tim Allen knock-knocks. Funk will be eternally grateful.
Okay, alright. That
breather
was not done well.
It was done.
It is over.
Okay, limbless. Turn you all to torsos. Do you have a medium health pack you can pop?
Yeah, I just popped one.
Okay. Now, all these vents haven't blown yet, so I'm wondering, is that going to be an if and or when?
No,
or?
I don't think so. I think we're just leaving this room.
Okay.
But I want to just loot it before I go.
Deca says, yeah, that's one of the things you upgrade on the weapon in the node maps.
What is it?
I think the hotkeys for doing the health stuff.
Guardian spawn the turret blobs. Both they save and store.
Yeah, Deca says, yeah, this thankfully is both a save and storeroom. Okay, so if we do a save here...
It's also a jump scare room.
Yeah, we want to make sure it's not on a previously saved game. My question is, do you want to even risk it?
Well, I think what I can do... I don't know if I can make a new save slot, but I can... Oh, yeah, I got loads.
Delete an old one.
I got loads.
Oh, okay, you're sure?
Yeah, look. Slot 6. Haven't used it. I've only got 5.
All right, well, all right. We may win or lose it right here.
Save. So that should be fine.
Should
I'm gonna
be.
give up and Google Tim Allen knocked.
I knew it. I knew he had to do it. Yeah, Deca says no.
Okay.
The movement with the weapon out. Oh, okay. So I guess that's an upgrade you can do to lessen that effect.
Okay, Ruby semiconductor for 10,000. Yes, we'll sell that.
All right, guys. I didn't find. I mean, I did technically find a Tim Allen knock joke, but this has got to be the worst joke ever told.
Well, Funk, I hate to say it, but that would kind of go in with your theme
like
as a whole.
Trying to be, all right, listen to this. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there? Oh, no, you're doing it! All right, knock, knock. Who's there? Tim Allen.
Tim Allen who?
Tim Allen, the guy from Home Improvement.
Yes, that is a horrible joke. I would modify that to Tim Allen, the former Coke dealer who's now at Home Improvement.
Now we've got to go power these bridges.
Oh, Bob Robertson in the chat. Hi, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
He says, yeah, polish up those metallic straps in your suit and amaze the necros with your fashion sense.
Nah, dude, keep it all rusty. You're like Rat Rod now. You need to put on some big mufflers.
Recky's in the chat. Hi, Recky. Says, my master has awakened me. Deca says, yeah, all the plasma ammo. So I guess
I did get quite a bit.
Yeah, we need plasma ammo.
So
Rampant says,
yeah, plasma gun.
Recky here, a fan of the TSS device.
Plasma cutter is the default weapon.
Oh, I am dumb.
Well, yeah. Question says, yeah, you can move the marker into position, but at this point, it's half a dozen either way.
Someone behind me. Oh.
Oh my gosh. If I was in a tunnel and I saw that, I would just...
I imagine...
could not even imagine. I could not even imagine what I would do.
You'd be breaking the sound barrier in the other direction. That's what you'd be doing. Let's see. Oh, Reggie says, yeah, I missed like 2 parts due to overtime.
Oh,
yeah, we had
nice.
We had a long version before. Apologies for that. It was like over 4 hours.
But I'll tell you. I mean, after that last bit, after 4 hours, I would not have been in any mood to do this.
Probably not. And that's why I kind of thought we would still have to do 2 parts anyway. So. And here's the sad part: if we fail, we may be doing this relatively soon again.
Oh no. I kind of like the no gravity.
It's neat, but it's disorienting, and that combined with Twitch gameplay of like, quick, do something because stuff's happening.
This game does have a weird combination of unbelievably slow character movement and Twitch gameplay.
Yeah.
You don't normally get that.
Again, it's supposed to be bordering on survival horror in that respect.
But to be honest, I wouldn't say incredibly slow. I would say incredibly natural / accurate. Video games too often give people way too much energy for way too long to run constantly for hundreds of thousands of miles without taking a breather.
Can I not pick you up?
Are you kidding me? If I had to stomp one box like this guy, I would be out for a week.
Yeah, well, exactly. So I think they kind of reeled it into a much more realistic representation. Deca says, yeah, save the stasis for the fans after you turn them on. So I have a feeling we got to use it on the
fans on.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, I have full stasis and
the
there's a
blades.
recharge here, so...
And rightfully so. You're probably going to need several tries.
Oh yeah, we pull it down.
Rampant Sarcasm says, it's because they wanted to make Resident Evil 4 in space. Which I think they did.
Are they going to jump
Yeah,
on
I'm fine
me
with
down
that.
here?
I'm good with that. Let's do it.
Oh, Kaleda's in the chat. Hi, Kaleda. There's a Kaleido. No, it's Kaleido.
Okay, I guess I just have to walk back. There's no door here. Oh yeah, okay, so now the fans on the way back are on.
And you're going to need stasis.
This is like the last level of Halo 4. So, Narc, you said something interesting. You said Halo Reach was not in your top 3 Halos.
Yeah.
Is it in your top 4 Halos?
I think you'd have to check his list again.
I do count ODST and Halo Wars as full entries.
Kaleido says hundreds of thousands of miles. Wouldn't that be a very long game? Yes, it would be. That's kind of the short definition of Halo. 50,000 there, 50,000 back.
Wait,
Rampant says, yeah, mind you, the stomps are powerful by him.
He's got that magnet feet.
Yeah, he's reactivating his grav boots back on it when he does it. So he's kind of getting helped by the mags.
No,
yeah,
come
but
here.
Still,
Fox. No.
If I reactivated my grav boots, I'd throw out my back.
Reki says, he says, Blackdar, make Narc promise one fan death. Okay, do we want to do one fan
death? No, I'm not promising that.
Are we Korean?
It might happen, but I'm not going to promise to do it.
Have you guys heard about that urban legend in Korea about fan death?
What?
Oh well, yeah. There's this thing about
it sounds terribly racist.
Like
to
you
me.
shouldn't leave a fan running in a home at night the way people sometimes do, like air conditioning and stuff, because
What?
It's a common urban legend in Korea.
Why?
I don't know. Why is it an American common urban legend that daddy longlegs are poisonous spiders?
Because kids are dumb.
Exactly. Kids are dumb in Korea too.
No,
so
but
you tell them about
kids try
the
to. Yeah, but kids try to scare other kids. That makes sense. The very random likelihood of a rotating fan death just seems too weird.
Upside to this, it's that I'm not actually being pushed by the motion of the fan.
I was gonna ask if the air was
I'm
a
not
factor.
struggling upstream. It's not doing that.
Okay, Magneto boots.
Reki says the fan death is hilarity. Maybe we can come back to it after we win? If we get through it, could we come back? Maybe we can do that then.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm all for hilarity.
That's the same maybe that Dad says when you ask him for a dog.
Point Blank says, yeah, I know that myth.
That maybe was.
Which one? The daddy long legs or the Korean fan? Oh, Sarcasm says you don't have to fight these, by the way. You can just run past them if you wanted to. Deca says, yeah, the fans push all the ammo in the room you turned them from. So I guess it moves the articles, not you.
That's kind of neat.
Point Blank says, yeah, it's not just the kids in Korea that think it, though.
Oh, crap.
Oh, jeez. Did the stasis not work?
No, I used it all on the fan.
Oh, no, he's out.
This made him angry. Hey, here.
Where's
Isn't
the
there
stasis?
a recharge in this room?
I thought there was on the left. Yeah, keep going straight. No, on the other side. Yep. Okay, go straight. Nope, the other way.
No, that's a door. It's not stasis.
Is it right there?
That's stasis.
That's what I said.
Oh, yeah, there's the jump scare guy.
It's too bad you can't, like, put him on the bridge and then launch the bridge up and, like, throw him across the room.
You could do that in Half-Life too, I bet.
Could you? That'd be neat.
No. I would have to build in the bridge physics puzzle. That's the only real problem with Half-Life 2. And really with Half-Life, the Half-Life games there. They would have physics puzzles, which were awesome, but the physics puzzles would only ever work when it's a physics puzzle time. You couldn't use the cool physics to do fun things, really. Not like in Halo, where you can warthog jump and stuff. Yikes.
Go on.
You just shot a gallon of blood out of that guy's face and he didn't die.
Well, see, that's assuming that, you know, blood pressure is a factor in these things. Nice. That's why I like this gun. This is the one that I would have loaded up the whole time.
He had a node. Okay.
Oh, Kaleidos says, yeah, I love the slimy infestation level design.
After 4 hours the other day, that would have totally pissed me off.
Yeah. Well, it's very alien-like. I always got some alien vibes out of this. That in Halo, you know, every time you see
Flood?
all the grody levels. Yeah, all the big stuff when...
Spoiler for a 20-year-old game.
You would actually say a spoiler on Gravemind.
Yeah, we were... Okay, Rampant Cyclops... Oh, someone's not upgraded stasis. Yeah, we were advised that stasis was no longer relevant after the last segment, and it's totally been relevant. At least it was in that fight. I mean, some people are like, I don't need stasis to fight Bruce. I kind of felt we did.
See, the thing is, I think the people play this game very staged because all the things that they know are known quantities. We're going in raw, you know?
Yeah,
Deca says, yeah, at this point, the plasma cutter would have been faster.
No.
See, the thing is, everybody knows...
I'm worried about running out later because I know that I'm going to need that for the next stuff.
Right. It's just that everybody knows all the things at the right times, at the right stages to do this, you know. It's like going to a city you've lived at for 20 years, you know where to go and what to do, versus somebody who's been there once. Yeah, Deca says, the Ripper ammo, you won't need it?
Yeah, I probably not.
He says you also won't want it.
Sweet.
So yeah, so Ripper no good. Now go to the other side. I'm surprised that the drawbridge itself didn't have a mechanic to just not go down again.
like a little lever,
like a button that says stop. You know, I mean, you'd think even for safety reasons, OSHA would have.
There's always an emergency stop.
Right. You know, it just I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me.
OSHA would not. OSHA would have a field day on this.
These were adapted from carnival rides, so that's why they don't have any safety features.
At least they have railings everywhere. There's so many games we've been making fun of that had no railings at all.
That is true.
So, I got to give him OSHA points for that.
I've coined a new verb at my job, which is OSHA violation.
What?
We can use OSHA. It is as a verb.
I'm not even sure that's new.
As a verb, okay. So, like for example,
what? I've never heard of it.
Today I had the OSHA violation myself over like 10 pallets in the freezer to get to some vegan frozen pad thai.
What, did you have to move it or were you crawling all over it?
I had to crawl all over it.
Oh god. Please tell me you at least
had
on
top of pallets and stuff.
Seriously? Oh my god,
Yeah.
At least you could put booties on or something, man.
Nope. That's why I was OSHA violationing myself. So that's
Great.
the verb. That's how you use it.
Well, I feel sorry for everybody else getting those products that suddenly has a Funkmon boot print on them.
They're in boxes. Do you
So?
think we box up the Tombstone pizza?
I think somebody else has to open those boxes. I can't wait for the customers to see giant feet prints on a case of your pizza.
No one's buying a case of pizza. Also, that's
somebody's
probably
gonna
the
tweet
best
that.
thing that's happened to him on the way to the freezer. All right.
Oh, actually, I should ask you how you actually rate all the different pizzas available at your particular chains.
Number 1 is Red Baron.
Yeah, you've always been a Red Baron advocate. I gotta try some.
Everything else is a distant second.
Wow,
Except-
really? No, nothing even close.
There is a $15 pizza that's a Detroit-style pizza that is pretty solid.
How much?
Bridge.
Like $15 frozen
Okay,
pizza.
because
It's
the ones I
crazy.
usually get, there's a store version of the Stop and Shop ones that has an in-house cheese that I like very much, and it's like all of $4 and change.
Okay, what just happened? Did we just have a story plot element?
No, I think a little foreshadowing. I think there's
Goofy music, rumble.
That wasn't
the room is
foreshadowing.
the room
that
is
sounds like
shaking
five
and
shadowing.
there's roaring from the distance. It's just telling you something bigger is around.
That and the box jumped at him. Let's see. Reki says, yeah, seems like they issue hard hats too, or is that Isaac with very thick skulls? I don't know, Reki. I don't know. We should ask
And they
him.
do have high visibility lights on these guys.
True.
And if you look, they've got that the black and yellow stripy things on stuff. This might be a decent OSHA game.
I want to know where all the head bandages came from. They came in with full mummified head bandages. I mean, what are they expecting?
Those are like torn up napkins from the commissary.
Really? I don't know. Yeah, but they all seem way too uniform to me.
Black Star, I hired a guy for the meat department who works who used to work at a Stop and Shop.
Oh, and? Got horror stories?
He's great. He's the best employee we got.
Really? Because the funny thing is
Shout
I
out
gotta
to
say,
Ira.
Hey Ira, we actually don't have the best of luck with whoever's running the meat department or local, because for the longest time we had an old Demoulas market basket in the place, and they had a 20, 30, 40-year-old butcher veteran who was a butcher, who knows his meats, who knows what he's doing in satisfying customer needs. And sadly, we got all these kids nowadays in the new Stop and Shop who are there for the minimum paycheck, who just barely know how to use a slicer.
Is that an item up there?
Oh, you think they're hiding
Well,
ammo?
you can't-
around?
you
It
can't
looks like it was
zap it.
flashing or something, but it doesn't want to grab. I don't know.
No, I think that's the weird gooey stuff that's doing the movie.
Oh, it's just like the ambiance.
No, but it looks like there's something on the corner here. Something like
Yeah, it looks like
like some
there.
object that's there that's not on the other. Like you see,
It looks like a box of blades or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was a bit of ammo, but it doesn't want to come down. All right, well,
Deca
whatever.
says, yeah, one
Don't
last set
matter.
of
Don't
airlocks and attack waves between progress. So you're going to get attack waves between the airlocks. Bob Robertson says OSHA violation or OSHA hyphen violation. Maybe OSHAVI?
Shave.
Or OSHA V? Or an O violation. How about that?
Should I run back and save? Should I cheese?
Yes.
Can I do it?
Don't.
Wait,
Well-
actually, if it locked behind me, no, it locks behind you. You
Oh,
can't-
okay,
you can't
all right, well,
save. If
I was
you can
wondering
only
if
use a
too much
save
would
they
ruin
give
it.
you in the room.
I do like that they eliminate the save scumming stuff.
Reki says, I think those things were cafeteria napkins, I'll bet. So they weren't
sure.
actual bandages.
For sure.
Deca says, remember, 60 to 90% of the colonist workers were in fact unitologists, so I guess it's part of the indoctrination. You got to bring your own head bandage. Rampant says,
So this place was like
only around
60%
60.
doctors?
Well, no, 60% unitologists, so I guess they came
okay,
equipped.
Yeah, they were members of the. Oh, here we
Right, but
are.
why did they hit? Oh boy.
Well, we have now arrived.
Welcome to the hentai portion of this game. Deca says, now the game is just taunting you.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
You look too much like Boba Fett for this to not be dangerous. Why is the thing zappy?
I don't know, but I would kill these bodies. I would chop them in tiny little bits.
Yeah. All right, so we got contact energy. Smash the bodies because I don't want it being used against me.
Yeah, I think we're gonna
Don't
have
need
more
those
than
ripper
enough.
blades. Take the contact energy just in case.
I'm gonna have to get funk mouth noises recording. Yeah, like that.
I do like that the game uses bodies for crates.
Oh.
What?
Rampant Sarcasm says, hentai port to this game, you wish! Hey, I'm not the only one. Deca says, yeah, no infected here, it's just cathartic.
Oh man, I read that totally different. I was confused. I thought he was. I thought
bet you were.
It's just a bunch of Catholics or something. The Pope's over there.
I love
with
it
his tentacles. I don't know.
Yeah, I love that I'm not the only dyslexic one reading chat. This is great. I gotta read this thing 3 or 4 times to make sure I'm doing it right, and I don't get it right at 100% at all. There we go. Ooh, Narcs is ripping through this. Put F,
right, guys,
in chat for respects, man, because Narc's been a trooper.
We're 55 minutes into an at most 40-minute run.
Yeah.
We backtracked 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, we reloaded a couple saves, so... Whoa! Bouncing tentacle. Okay, is there any place to recharge up your stasis?
No, but I have recharge packs, so if I don't get one out of there...
Oh, is there a bad guy? I hear something. Oh,
They're
it's on the
coming
wall.
out of the vents.
Oh, bastard. Rampant Sarcasm says, yeah, unless you were in some seriously fucked up hentai. No, not personally, but I try not to discriminate.
I'll level with you. I don't know that there's any hentai that isn't seriously screwed up.
Darn it.
Oh, what the heck? You
What?
stepped on the
rail.
That's the third rail.
Oh, man. It's not the volts that gets you, it's the amps. Deca says, now it's time for the contact beam.
Is it?
And they said, never mind. Only use the plasma.
I was literally told that won't be of any use for the rest of the game and is no good on the final boss.
No.
But
Deca
anyway.
says, never mind. For the final boss, you just want the plasma. Sell all the other ammo.
So now it's time for the contact beam to be sold.
Sold, right.
There's no store anymore.
Sarcasm says, yeah, the hive mind really doesn't want you progressing. No, apparently not. I love the fact that it's keeping track, too. It's not just slithering around doing its own thing. Why is he hanging out? That's what I want to know. I mean, we're a human with tiny legs. Why doesn't he just outrange us?
Bored.
I'm out of contact ammo.
Oh my god, no!
No problem.
Can we
use the
well, wait a
plasma
minute.
cutter?
Can we sell some of the other stuff and get some
No,
back?
there's no
Alright,
store
Rampant
here
says
anymore.
it's
This
awesome.
is it.
Oh, no, quick time event!
What is happening?
No means no, damn it!
No, so literally I had to use Ripper on all of them. So the idea of like not having Ripper ammo here was not true because I need to.
Yeah, Rabbit says, yeah, contact beam is awesome for the final boss.
Really?
Thanks for the info.
Literally, people are telling us exactly the opposite of that. They were saying
I have a
it's
feeling
too slow.
everyone's got their own opinion, so unless I see some dado damage numbers, I'm really going to take a lot of this with a grain of salt. Deca says, yeah, there's only one thing the hive mind is interested in, it's Vor. If you don't know what that is, I'm not explaining it. Don't Google it.
Oh, man.
It's a hentai thing.
Is this just infinite respawn? Because if so, that I hope wasted all of this ammo.
Yeah, that's why I hope not.
This does seem, because it's like you kill one guy, waits 5 seconds, and you get
Send
one more
another.
guy.
Yeah, it seems a little
I
trolly.
think this is infinite respawn.
Yeah, they were probably going to end up doing this again because I don't have any of the ammo on it.
Oh, Random wants to clarify. He says contact beam is awesome for the final boss if you've upgraded it, which
No,
you
it is
haven't.
not upgraded at all. It has no upgrades.
Right.
Okay,
so,
there you go. Okay.
Deca says, yeah, you can grab the med pack beside the sign. I guess there's a sign there.
I already did, didn't we?
Kaleidos says, this is just a classic case of demon fetal harvest. Ew.
That was my band's name in high school.
That was your band's name in high school.
Yeah, so the problem here will be that don't have any of the right ammo. Yep, none.
Well, Rampant says there's a store ahead, so you can relax.
Store ahead?
Supposedly. That's what Rampant says.
It's a Stop and Shop.
Yeah. Or a Walmart.
Buy some teenager meat.
Where do you think the dramatic music is being played from?
Right. You smell that Hollister cologne?
Right.
We're near a mall.
Right, there you go. Just past the food court.
By the way, I ate at a Panda Express in the mall food court, and that was great. I wish we had Panda Express in Michigan, man. What a great store.
All right.
Rampant says facepalm. What the fuck, Blackstar? You only read part of your
stupid
message?
marker, you martyr.
Yeah, I usually only read parts of the messages. Everyone's always chatting so much.
Open the door, let me out, let me the heck out.
Oh man, we're gonna need some serious sunblock.
Thank you, Isaac.
Just hide behind a small wall.
Oh, crap.
I knew you'd return to me. We are whole again, Isaac. We are whole.
What? Oh. Bye.
Oh, Rampant screaming, yes, don't get to the marker, to the pedestal before you die. I guess we have to get to where it is.
What, am I not supposed to go?
Orbital gravity tethers offline.
Oh.
Tectonic load released.
Decontamination cycle activated.
Tectonic Load was my other nickname in high school.
That was your other band.
You're a total tectonic load.
No, that was just me.
Yeah, Deca says without the upgrades, the contact takes too long, and yeah, infinite respawns.
You really didn't think I was just gonna walk away, did you? I can't do that. Marker's coming with me.
Oh, Kendra?
It's a shame. I'm starting to like you. Even if you are insane. What, you don't believe me? Take a look at yourself. Better yet, take a look at the video from Nicole. And this time, watch you right to the end.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I wish I could just talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. It's strange. Such a little thing. In the end, it all comes down to this one little thing. I didn't want it to end like this. I really wanted to see you again. Just once. I loved you. I always loved you.
Just like Khan, just like the captain. Nicole has been dead this whole time. Whatever you were seeing was caused by that. You are its pawn. But don't worry. It will be in good hands now. Far away from this damn place. Goodbye, Isaac.
I think Kendra's the real hero of Dead Space? I'm not really sure. It's like if we were brainwashed by the thing and like giving it back the marker was what it wanted, then we're kind of an idiot, you know?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I kind of was waiting for that sort of reveal, and I guess we just got it. But yeah, no, I kind of like the twist. I don't know where we're going from here, but okay.
But is it really a twist? This is one of those twists where, like, the first moment you're like, oh yeah, she's super dead. You know what I mean?
I kind of had a feel. Well, to be honest, I thought she was going to be a element of our imagination, that it was basically the marker making us think that it was her. You know, I was waiting for the face reveal and the mask to go, ha ha, I'm not your girlfriend. But now the fact that she's completely dead and everything.
The big rock?
Yeah, whatever's behind the big rock. The rock is just a relay. Chat is blowing up. Oh my god. Let's see. Point Blank says, yeah, Panda Express is pretty neat. She says, whoa, you mean I got Panda Express and another place doesn't? Now the content fails you. Deca says, oh yeah, and everything Nicole said did was impossible because she was dead.
Yeah.
So how did you get through so many locked doors?
Then we must have done it. Either we did it or Kendra did it. But then if Kendra did it, then what did we do? Did we hallucinate that Kendra did it instead of?
Rampant says, yeah, because the market can manipulate electronic equipment as well as people. Deca says Dead Space mind melts you from before the game even begins. Yeah, that I'm not sure about the explanation or how that works. I kind of wish there was more dramatic foreshadowing with that.
So
it does remind me a lot of Mass Effect, though.
It was just us making it up.
Or just we thought we were doing something when in fact we were doing something else.
In Dead Space, you define your own level of your own involvement, right? Okay.
Kaleida says, yeah, what made her stop loving Isaac? Isn't love eternal?
Loot's great. What do we do with the loot?
I don't know. They keep still giving us stuff. They keep giving us nodes, which means there has to be a bench ahead, right? So
at this stage,
they're still giving us money.
Right, exactly. Why? Let's go shopping.
So there's
before the end of the world.
There's got to be at least one more save store room before we get out of here.
Are you gonna have to fight the giant planet that's about to destroy you?
I figured we were off to kill her for some crazy reason. Because, you know, reasons. And you were still stomping bodies. Deca says, yeah, she didn't expect him to come, didn't expect to survive, and didn't want to die horribly.
Okay,
and he encouraged her to take the position on the Ishimura.
Is this the same room we were in before? Because this kind of looks like the same room with again. Yes, it is.
Oh, did they refill the bodies again?
Yes. Save, bench, and they've respawned the bodies in the same positions. I got rid of these bodies. I mutilated them already.
Is there a store?
I'm hallucinating.
This room.
This isn't really happening. These people aren't real.
This is the game that doesn't end. Sarcasm says, no, Kendra is not the hero. Putting the marker in place suppresses the hive mind and the necromorph infection.
Oh, okay. So we were supposed to be putting it back. That was not futile, but it's been stopped now.
Kaleida's got a good point. She says,
I can sell a buttload of Ripper Blades.
The first letters of this name's level spells out she's dead. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
So I need to buy a butt ton of plasma.
Well, we got like 50
5
grand.
nodes.
Deca says, yeah, the red marker is always a little strange because you have Necros behind you. When you replace it, it kills them. It works against the Necros when it's whole itself. Hey, you're made of 70% water. You can still drown.
Enlargement pack, 3 mediums.
Rampant says, to be fair, Deca, the marker is man-made. So yeah, so this is a replica, not the original. This is one we created.
Yeah, this is a replica of the alien artifact.
Question says, yeah, it doesn't stop the other man-made ones to act in line with the Necros. Sarcasm says, right, presumably what I'm saying is that they intentionally put the suppression effect, but who knows, it's hard to rationalize retcons.
Okay, now, if it turns out the contact beam is the way to go, or at least is a good option.
Well,
then
again, if you level
five nodes gets us to a damage upgrade.
Yeah, but that's not gonna.
But
I mean, what else are you gonna do? What else would we do with it? Is stasis going to be useful?
I don't know.
3 gives me a duration.
See, the thing is, I don't know if anybody has a direct recommendation for your particular upgrade lineage.
Well, look, if I know one thing about Narc, he wants to slow down combat.
yeah.
So
that's fair. Like, I don't see that there's anything else to do with these nodes other than one of those 2 things. I think the plasma cutter.
Rampant screaming no.
That's fully done. There's literally nothing to do there.
Rampant screaming no. I don't know what he's saying no to, but apparently there's a no in there. He says,
they're
stick with your plasma cutter.
Disagreeing. Question Deca said sell everything but the plasma cutter. Rampant Second says no, stick with the plasma cutter. I'm not sticking with the plasma cutter. Contact beam takes too many nodes to be worth it. Yeah, but what else are the nodes good for? Against the ads, stasis could be useful, but at this point it's better to stick to plasma and sell everything else?
Apparently.
No, dude, stasis that crap. Max stasis.
I can't sell nodes, so...
Sarcasm is screaming, stasis won't help you against the boss.
I know that. I know that it won't. But there's also ads. Stasis will help with the ads. Stick with the cutter. Cut the cutter just in case, though. We're space miners. Yeah, I know. But again, the point was, I have 5 nodes. Is there anything I can throw it at just so I'm not ending the game with nodes I didn't use? I mean...
Deca says, well, everything but health, and Rampant Sarcasm says, yeah, just save them.
Oh, what? You don't get anything for that, though.
Legendary ending?
Here, I'll do a duration of get to status. I got 2 left.
You're going to find that there's like a dialogue option with the final boss where you can bribe him to go away.
Yeah, but only if you have 5 nodes, right? Okay, I could sell the Ripper?
Sarcasm says the ads. He's talking about the additional enemies. In Destiny, the ads are what they referred to as all the additional guys that come in.
That's borrowed from MMOs. I mean, most people know it from
low tier guys.
You're gonna feel real dumb when you ain't got no ammo.
Look, I've got 25, 50, 75, 150.
Actually, wait a minute.
Well, what's your... I think we can safely get rid of contact energy because that gun is now a Nerf gun, right?
I want to say try using the one that you have least leveled up and see if you could be a boss and win it with that.
Slappers only.
There you go. Let's see. Yeah, at some stages, it can't toss in enemies. It says, I got pregnant. So what the question says. Kaleidos.
Hold on a second. What? Did he say he got pregnant?
Deca says at some stages it can toss in enemies. He says the type of enemies that he got were the pregnant ones.
Yeah, they explode.
So
okay. I thought there was a real non sequitur.
Non sequitur in there.
Okay, and I'm assuming this is the last story.
Having a baby.
Oh man, what's the Left 4 Dead equivalent of the pregnants? What do they call them? Boomers?
Yeah.
I think that's what they call them in that game. Kaleidos says
later.
Okay,
Master
says, I retract the statements
replica?
on saving the nodes. There's no reason to do it. I thought you hadn't fully upgraded the plasma cutter, but we have. So there's nothing else good to spend them on.
Right.
Anyway.
Kaleidos says Master replicas far better than the Ruby's replicas.
All right, we're under 10,000. I've essentially spent everything. I have.
I mean, other than 10,000.
10,000? We can almost buy our own ship for that. Deca says, wow, the chat of strange.
Yes.
Now remember, don't...
Yeah, I'm using a new slot. I have more slots than I need, and I could always delete one.
You're such a slut.
Oh, fill all the slots.
Okay.
Has that guy always been intact?
Well, again, if we don't get attacked in this room, then it's not really relevant. Yeah, we're walking back out, and it's respawning. Like, it respawns the loot, right? So these containers are here again.
They were probably never there in the first place.
I think
using
they were.
phantom crazy loot.
We're gonna run by somebody's locker. It says Tyler Durden on it. Oh, Bloodlust in the chat. Hi, Bloodlust. He says, "Hey guys." Hey, Blood.
Bloodlust.
You're just in time for the exciting conclusion of.
Speaking of being just in time for an exciting conclusion.
That's not suspicious at all. Loot boxes,
No.
explosive barrels.
He's baiting you. Yeah, I'm waiting for one of those boom boom barrels to blow everything off that deck.
Shoot the barrel.
Why is it giving me Ripper blades? I guess it's because I have the Ripper, right? I should have sold it.
It's totally trolling you.
Don't sell
I
it.
know.
You might need it.
I don't
You
sell
might
it because
need
it is useful for ad control, just to kind of wave it around.
Game over.
Reki says, yeah. Also, some
like
tell
a
Derek to
baseball
stop
stadium.
banging on them their drums. Apparently the
Kendra's going to...
drum music's too bad.
Bye.
Oh, she's getting hers.
Yeah.
Oh, this is exactly what you've been wanting, Black Star.
Yes, yes.
Oh, no.
Okay, you know what? I will give the devs points for some restraint.
What?
The tentacle slapped her down and then through her body. They resisted the urge to have the tentacle penetrate the female character.
Oh, no, I was expecting her to rip her
appreciate
limbs
that
off.
slightly.
Same. Same.
Oh, it's Cthulhu. Hi.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just wondering if that's the case, why that hasn't done that to you yet. If it was that easy to kill Kendra.
All right.
Well, you obviously smell bad or something, and so he's too afraid to touch you.
Rampant says, gee, Kendra. It's almost as if removing the marker was a bad idea. Bloodless, yeah, she could have been a Kendra page. Ew. Point Blank says, yeah, wipe the floor with her.
So is this boss's attack just yelling at you?
Yes. And see, that one doesn't make any sense to me. All he does was poke out one tentacle, rubbed her in the grate, and suddenly had Kendra paste. But for you,
no,
he's spending all this time.
Yeah, there you go.
Is this an end game, or do I have to finish the game? Like, oh god,
Yeah.
no.
Oh no! And the best part, your control is inverted.
Change it to inverted.
That would be epic if you could actually do that. A little to the left.
There's like a Metal Gear game where in order to beat a boss, you had to take your controller and put it into controller port 2 or something.
You use
That's
your
the crazy
hands? That's a baby's toy.
Baby's toy for babies.
Oh my god. Oh, did your face mask come off?
I dropped my
that's part of
gun.
your chest.
I dropped my gun. No.
Oh, even worse. What about the explosives? Can you throw the explosives? Deck assist to always sidestep. Kaleidos says in later years, Resident Evil 7 would perfect this. Yeah, he's going to use those tentacles to crush you.
I cannot
This guy
see
could
anything
just,
now.
This guy could just eat you.
Oh yeah, Deca says, yeah, don't use the explosives on the head, save them for the chest cavity. Okay, so the chest cavity's there, use the explosives on the chest. Or you can just keep shooting. Personally, I'd use the explosives. Nope, I got close.
Oh, what's that, timeout like a plasma pistol?
Kinda, yeah.
I kind of don't see exactly what my target's supposed to be right now.
Glowy
except-
chest, right there.
I guess it is. It's not available most of the time.
Oh, of course not. I figured it would be like a tenth of a second. Oh, not the
Huge
box.
design
Yeah,
flaw.
thanks a lot, game. Thanks a lot, Isaac. You jerk.
Oh my god, the game's trolling you big time. Reggie says, imagine the stank breath. Oh, I can't imagine what this would smell like.
I can. You ever wake up after like, you know, a week on vacation or something, you forgot your toothbrush?
For a second there,
you smell your breath?
I thought you were going to say, if you ever wake up after stomping all the boxes in the back room at the office, boy, it's terrible. Okay, we should have queued up the Benny Hill theme for this. Oh, Deca says, don't worry, you're past the hard part.
This guy's like the least
Think that
dangerous
might have been
boss.
it. Unless it's
in
got a
any
third
game.
phase. Do we have a third phase here?
Is it a phase that can hurt you? Because this is Barbie Horse Adventure tier. less gore.
I'm waiting for him to fall on top of you. Right now!
Oh, he didn't even...
If this were a Destiny raid, we'd have to jump into the monster now.
Wow, somebody from Egypt is calling.
What?
Yeah, it's one of those random spam numbers. It's plus 2019. That's the phone number it's calling from.
Answer it.
Oh,
no.
Okay. So now we actually have to put the marker back again, I think.
Oh, we got to push the marker onto the guy.
Oh, we got to
what?
get on the ship and get it out of here?
Oh yeah, maybe we're just
shuttle.
bugging out.
Yeah, no,
Maybe that's it?
Deca says the shuttle.
No, okay, we're just bugging out. We're out of here.
Oh!
No, it's locked. No!
Of course it's locked. She's got the keys.
Oh, you need your fake ghost girlfriend. Oh, there we go.
Well, I hope the old man got that tractor beam out of commission. This is going to be a real short trip. Okay, hit it!
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm so...
I'm very annoyed.
Get to the chopper!
I wouldn't like that.
Isaac Clarke looks like Mike Nelson.
You think?
Yeah, actually.
He did have kind of crazy eyes at the end there, but wow. So why was she in the shuttle waiting around for what's-her-face?
Nothing. I think the answer is we're still crazy. In other words, like, we beat the boss enemy in the sense that it didn't get to kill us, but I don't think we achieved what we would have if we had put the marker back, because we just kind of left it there on the dock. So, like, it's not a complete win. You know, we're still nuts, and we're still going to be we're still going to be in the series going forward. So.
Well, I was wondering, are we dead and are going to come back?
No, Isaac Clarke is not dead because Isaac Clarke is also in Dead Space 2.
Well, so that's just it. I was totally confused there. Collide says, "Yeah, do you use an iPhone, Blackstar?" Yes, I do. I've got an old iPhone 6 because I thought the giant one was weird.
This is the Apple Nerd YouTube channel.
I used to be. You know, I'm much more level-headed now. Deca says, I'm sorry, the door unlock was more weirdness. Point Blank says, fastest takeoff ever. Reki says, damn it, Scotty, we need Warp 5 or we're toast. Deca says, one last jump scare for space travel. Yeah, that was kind of surprising, though. I do like it. If he had died there, I would have liked it even more, but knowing there are two more games coming.
We made it in at just under 50. We did not go over 50 deaths for the series.
You made it.
For the game, so
everybody who made bets as far as how many deaths who's got, 49, believe it or not.
Was the over-under set at 50?
I think somebody had mentioned 50.
There was a bet about whether we were going to get through one episode with a certain number of deaths, and there was a winner in that. I think that was when we were around 34 or 35 or so.
Kaleida says, I firmly believe that Mike Nelson would save the universe. In fact,
and Rampancy said, you did kill the hive mind, by the way, and the planet crashed down and destroyed the marker. So that's bad news in the sense that, like, the marker was acting like a kind of restraint. So
Still, though, if we totally won, we wouldn't have 2 and 3. Bloodless says, yeah, you don't fuck with dementia. Dementia fucks with you. It certainly felt that way after a while. Though I did kind of feel that something like that might be up. I never understood why so many other characters were affected by this, but we couldn't be, or why we were immune. And I said, nah, we're probably not.
Yeah, like this is definitely for the people who think that like that through the Mass Effect ending, Shepard has actually been indoctrinated. Like this is that.
Right, exactly. And I was getting a lot of Mass Effect vibes to this. I really was.
Knock, knock.
Kaleidos says, there is a setting that allows you to ignore calls that aren't on your list of contacts. Yeah, I have a lot of those things locked down. I just didn't have been digging through that lately. But supposedly spam for phone calls, I don't know if you guys noticed, but apparently it's up like 900%. So
I don't get any spam in my phone.
You're lucky. They will get to you eventually.
Nah, no one calls me. Not even my mom.
Oh, Point Blank says, well, GG, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, definitely thanks to Narc for trudging through all of this. We certainly hope you guys enjoyed watching.
Knock, knock.
Oh, are we going to save it for now?
Yeah, no. I gotta tell you guys this joke.
I know, but if we just hold out a little longer, we can just completely cut you off.
We teased it last week. It's important that we do it now.
Well, let's get Narc's feedback. Narc, should we allow him this one knock-knock joke?
Oh, go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm not going to do it, but
I think Narc's exhausted at this stage, but for the fans, I will actually allow it. So, all right, Funk, knock, knock, and I will say, who's there?
All right, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting coefficient of friction.
Interrupting coefficient of friction. Who?
That was not worth it.
No. So for all those in the chat who had, wow, that was the biggest setup and the biggest letdown ever.
We were talking about friction at the time, and I had a joke about an interrupting coefficient of friction. I mean, that's a good one. That's a good one.
No, you built it up way too much.
When I told that to the engineering physics class, that they died. They just about died laughing.
Wow. Well, when we get them in the stream, I'm sure they'll be thrilled.
I don't get
I think, is the best response. Yeah, she says,
okay.
I don't get it.
Okay, so
that's okay. Nobody does.
You have to know two things to get that joke. One, you have to be familiar with the interrupting cow joke, which is this: Black Star, knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow.
All right. So if you understand that joke, then you also have to know that the coefficient of friction in physics is the Greek letter mu, M-M-U. And then, so if you have the interrupting coefficient of friction, then instead of saying mu, you say mu. Oh man, look.
It's beyond nerdy.
That almost might work better if it was an interrupting coefficient of friction.
Yeah, there you go. That would have been
like that's almost better because it's worse.
Right, exactly, and at least it adds in a normal pun to it too. Rampant says, "GG's, thanks for the stream, guys. You're very welcome. We certainly hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it took so long."
Oh, they use MPEG Layer 3 audio.
Yep. Kaleidos says, "No, that's just a version of jump scare. Cheap, easy, and very annoying."
Sad.
Oh, John Samino joined us for the very end. Thank you, John. He says, "Splat."
Oh, it hasn't ended. It gave us a rune.
Neat.
Okay, so this is the stuff it unlocks for your new game
military backlogs.
They give you money and nodes and a new suit and impossible
mode. Wow. So
we won't be doing that.
Impossible mode. Oh, Bloodless says, yeah, Black Mesa is next, right? I've never played Half-Life, so it's a first for him.
Cool.
Oh, you'll love it.
Yeah, you'll love it too.
That is next. I don't want to tack that on the end of this though, so I'm not diving right into that now.
We thought about it if we finished early, but obviously, we're an hour and a half in, so
you could do the first half hour until it all kicks off.
No.
Says, can we see the suit?
That's on a different hardware. I'm literally not physically set up to do it.
Yeah, can we see the military suit? Is there a visual in the beginning?
I can pop over to this though.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, God.
Need to do a preview of Prey?
Well, it's not a preview because I'm more than halfway in.
Bloodless is karaoke with Blackstar. Oh God, no,
are we
that would
set
be
up
horrible.
for that? I'm not set up for that. Are you set up for that?
Yeah, nobody is set up for that. Nobody wants to do karaoke with me, and rightfully so.
What do you think it would sound like if
Bad.
if Kermit and Miss Piggy were singing "With a Little Help from My Friends" by the Beatles?
I don't know. You'd have to record them separately.
No, you don't have to do that.
Nah,
Just do
you'd
the
have,
call
you'd
and
have to.
response.
I can't do two voices at the same time. Point Blank says, "Never mind. I can just Google it."
So I guess
Sorry,
final thoughts
Point Blank. I tried.
Final thoughts, but I like Dead Space quite a bit. It is an interesting balance of the survival horror versus a straight up action game. It does get more action-y throughout the series until DS3 is pretty much a straight up action game. There's a lot of interesting set pieces for horror in Dead Space 2 that you don't get in this one, just because there's more variety of the environments. It takes place on a space station as opposed to in a ship. So this one is all very industrial. Everything looks like a factory because it's a mining ship. There's more different kinds. There's still interiors, but there's variety of living and working in environment spaces. There's like marketplace, and there's like things that look like churches inside, and there's a lot of different environments in Dead Space.
Kaleidos says, "I'm telling you guys, I've got a bad feeling about this drop." You always say that, Frost. You're always saying, "I got a bad feeling about this drop." Okay. We'll get back without you. I'll call you folks. Bloodlust says, "This is in my top 5 game franchises," and I would definitely put it up there too. That is a really, really well done introduction. And if the other two
rest of your top
are as good, Mass Effect is definitely up there. Halo is definitely up there. Alien is definitely up there, and I kind of encompass all the Alien stuff. All of it, Alien Isolation, Alien Trilogy. I mean, anything having to do with aliens.
Alien
I'm like
versus Predator.
It's
one like says the military suit looks like a stormtrooper.
It does kind of. Kaleidos says, "Can I call you folks, Blackstar?" You can, just don't call them anything bad. Reki says, "Yeah, loving some Prey." Yeah, Narc has been a fan of this lately. I have a feeling to try it.
It's closest to BioShock. It's got a lot more stealth elements and a lot of inventory. It's a lot of slow creeping. Its main problem, really, for me, actually, is that it's the load screen. Moving from one area to the other has a loading screen like this, and they are kind of interminable. I think it's possible I've got this on a spinning drive, though, so it's maybe slower than it should be. But pretty slow.
But as far as Dead Space goes, I gotta say it's probably one of my all-time favorites as far as dialogue, interaction, emotion, timing, pacing, environmental setup. My only real complaints about the game would be that, it's kind of flipping between dystopia brown and gray, and there's not much of a color palette. I kind of tie it in with Alien Isolation, but Alien Isolation, even with its also industrial environmentalism, still had a greater variety of colors and places to go. Enemies, I also thought was a little repetitive. But no, I'm loving Dead Space so far. I'm looking forward to the other two.
No, it's very safe. I'm not.
Reki says, also Goodman makes Alien 4 worth it.
Oh, crap. That's a good idea. No, this is
Bob Robertson says, "Look, quick save at any time."
What was that?
Kaleidos says, Mass Effect
This is a scripted encounter in this game called The Nightmare is Hunting You. You basically have a few minutes to either kill it or avoid it. If you avoid it, it goes away for 20 minutes. If you kill it away, it goes away for 30. It's a really big sucker, though, so it's not too hard to climb into spaces where it can't get you. Unfortunately, I'm backed into a deadline whereby I either have to go into a 0G area or I have to walk out by the enemy.
You also got a 2-minute clock here.
Yes, well that's but the only bad thing, in 2 minutes, if I haven't killed it, it goes away.
Yeah, but still, you don't get much of a breather either way by killing it or not. Kaleidos says Mass Effect wins because it's got female romances, and that's always a letter grade upgrade. I would say but to be honest, I was so caught up in the plot and the story of Mass Effect, I wasn't really interested in the romance aspect because I was too interested to see where the story was going.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I don't think he can get me in here, and he can't break this glass. So this is actually a win-win for me being in here.
See, that just makes me wonder, why isn't your whole suit made of this glass?
It'd be really heavy, I guess.
Still, though. Or is this transparent aluminum?
Oh, I can't scan it because he's hiding behind that beam. You jerk.
I thought it was because of that glass.
What was Scotty trying to, was it transparent aluminum that Scotty was trying to
Yes.
get?
Well, they've actually made it. Transparent aluminum is now real.
Amazing.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, they've been advertising for a couple of years. Its properties are really quite spectacular.
There's a hatch here I didn't know about.
Kaleidos says, yeah, Richard Bryce Goodman, the sound mixer? Was that in the
Alice
credits?
Bryce Howard.
Probably.
Double dumbass to you.
John Semino says, Krogan
Oh God,
for
I
life.
had no idea this was in here.
What is this?
I'm surprised John didn't talk mechs, because he's a big mech fan. He's been playing with a lot of mechs lately.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
Why do you have a speedometer?
Why wouldn't you?
Because I need to know how fast I'm going.
And also, I don't like this speedometer. You're not even moving.
No, you know what? I am totally surprised at that, because I figured you would love that.
That needs to be a vector. Oh, okay, look, you just turned 90 degrees. It's going to be the same. No. I don't like this.
So wait a minute. So you don't like the fact that there is a way to measure that now, or you don't like the fact that certain aspects of it aren't?
I don't like that it's not a vector.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I see.
Why isn't
All
it?
right, there's lockdown, so okay. I can't go out there.
That's where the guts station is.
All right. Well, the thing's gone away because the timer went out, so we're done with that.
Ricky says, yeah, nah, phone correction meant Perlman. Bloodless says, yeah, me, romance basically goes, yeah, nice shoes, wanna fuck? Love the games, however. I just get so caught up that, I was interested in where other stuff was going, and that stuff just seemed to interrupt at the, inopportune times.
You silly goof.
His timer's run out and he's still there. That's
did
you're
you
cheating.
break
You're
it?
cheating, sir.
Did you break the game?
Dude. Axing them walls.
Funny, the speedometer doesn't work when you're walking. Is it counting steps?
It's only for 0G. It's basically because if you go fast enough, you can go faster in 0G to get places because you have to navigate in the space outside the space station. But if you slam into something hard enough, you can kill yourself. So.
Kaleidos says, yeah, I don't know a single project Perlman's been a part of where he doesn't add a whole lot of awesomeness to it. I mean, he did a better acting job than Marlon Brando did in Dr. Moreau, and he was covered head to toe in makeup. Well, that just goes to show how bad Marlon was in that, too. Point Blank says, Western realistic mechs are way cooler than the Japanese anime mechs. Well, that's gonna start a war.
What was that movie with Gene Hackman in it? That Francis Ford Coppola did.
You have to give me a little bit more of that. Gene Hackman and Francis Ford Coppola movie?
Yeah.
Timer is broken. You're supposed to go away, sir.
Does that not work when you come back from saves?
I don't know. This has only happened to me twice. Basically, there was one sequence before where this guy came in, and I was able to sneak past him. And when the timer expired, he went away. He just left.
John
but now
Smith
it's
says
zero.
The demonic
and he's
presence is at unsafe levels.
Yeah. See, and one hit from him basically kills you.
Nice. Why don't you let him kill you, and then we'll just start this level
I am
over.
going to let him kill me because
there we go.
It's not worth the health back.
Why didn't you kill him?
Because he's ridiculously tanky, and I don't have anywhere near enough ammunition for the gun I would need to kill that.
Bloodless says, is it too late to bring up the Andromeda hate train?
No, it's never too late for the Andromeda hate train.
Never too late. And its
Haven't
lovely
they fixed
sequel.
that game yet?
No.
Well, they were supposed to fix it with what's its face? The other
If
one
you're
that
going to attack me, why don't you come over here with me and all my turrets?
Deca says, yeah, the mobile-only sequel to Isolation was not received well. Well, that was a little mobile game they were trying to... To me, that was kind of like an Aliens money grab.
Blowing up all my turrets.
Kaleidos says also question, when do we start doing Prey?
When we finish with Dead Space, just because I learned something again.
Yeah, Narc just wanted to fill in the time here. We wanted to keep this for 2 hours. Let's see.
He can totally fit in here. No.
Oh, Kaleidos says, yeah, is the movie you're talking about The Conversation? Is that the one you're talking about? From 74? Funk?
Yeah, see.
Did we lose Funk?
I don't know.
No.
I can't tell. No.
Wait, what?
The film that you were referring to that Coppola did with Hackman, is it The Conversation from 74? Kaleidos wants to know.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know. I was just vibing
You
out
brought
here.
it up!
I don't know. It's like, what's happening? What are you talking about?
fuck
Yeah,
are you
what's the
talking
conversation? And I don't know why I brought it up.
Well, Kaleidos, terribly annoyed. Also, yeah, she also mentions, also another game with female elements? Is Prey actually got that in this?
If you choose to be a female character, one of the characters is your ex-girlfriend.
Nice.
Like, that's a thing.
Is it your ex-girlfriend if you choose a boy character?
Yes, I believe it's the same.
Okay, it's the same girl. Okay.
Oh, bummer. Yeah, Kaleidos says, female with Taran, it was worth it just for that. John Semino says, yeah, I second the Battletech recommendation. I knew you would.
Is there a new Battletech game?
One hit kill.
If there is, John knows about it. He's a big fan. Kaleidos says, I know movies. No, I knew the movie. It's just that his description was not good enough for me to recall it. I mean, that movie came out the year I was born, so...
That movie came out the year you were born.
Yeah, 74. Which is a great movie, by the way. I felt so bad about that apartment at the end, though. My God.
Hey, have you guys heard the fan theory that Gene Hackman's character in Enemy of the State is the same character from The Conversation?
People thought about it. Yeah, they wanted to put the two together. To be honest, it would be nice if that was the actual case. I don't know that it is. But the funny thing is that knowing the tech even at the day, yeah, it's just sad that if they were using a laser mic in his window, then him tearing it apart his apartment was absolutely meaningless. It's like, dude, they're outside. So that's why I felt bad. And Reki says, oh, look, death near 50. Yeah, he made it under the wire. He made it to 49. Oh, Bloodless says, wow, you're 2 years older than my mom, Blackstar. That's okay. I get a lot of that.
Hey, I killed it.
Hey, is your mom single?
If she was, me being here would be a surprise.
No, not
Forrest,
that mom.
Oh, Bloodless?
Yeah.
If he was here, then that would be a surprise.
Bloodless, hi, it's me, your new dad.
Let's not go there, shall we? Let's not. Forrest says, wait, what's this about hot Turin on Turin action? I think that's one of Kaleidos fanfics.
Aaron?
No, well, no, a Taran is not a
Taran.
Turian. Are we still talking Mass Effect, or are we talking about WoW?
7600 or Jaguar?
No. I think we're talking cross purposes here. John Semino says, flat what? I think he's definitely got into the Prey game here. You should put in a secret tag in here saying, stay tuned for extra secret Prey gameplay. I do want to know
like that you have a golden gun and it doesn't one hit kill everything.
You're jumping ahead of me. No, I was going to say, why is that thing gold plated?
This is like a unique weapon in the game that's like kind of optional to get. The weird thing is that like I ended up getting it shortly after I had spent some upgrade points on the default pistol, and this one by default is just slightly better than the upgraded one was. So it basically was like a hit for like, haha, you just wasted some upgrade points.
That's the kind of stuff you do with COD. They have different metal levels on weapons that you upgrade, gold, platinum, etc. Kalai says, how can it be fanfic? Is it actually happening in game? No, I was just teasing. No, there's a whole lot of variation in that game, which I do enjoy.
Okay, I still do upgrade to the Q-beam.
COD?
No, not in COD. I'm talking about Mass Effect.
Is COD like Rapala Pro Bass Fishing?
It's the weaponized version of it, yeah.
Okay.
It's camp in the corner, wait for somebody to pass with a shotgun, and then blow them away.
It's not dissimilar to fishing. If I could fish with a shotgun, I would.
As John describes it, pew pew bang.
Man, life would be so much easier. I can just take a shotgun out behind the power plant and blast some catfish for dinner.
And Point Blank says, yeah, and if you could dual wield both pistols.
Seriously.
Fishing license doesn't cover firearms, turns out.
Reki says, gold, platinum, and my favorite, bismuth plated.
Can you get a bismuth plated gun?
I'm sure somebody's done it.
Can you get a gallium plated gun that just melts when you touch it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I need...
Now, it's funny, because we're coming off a different map scheme than this. I kind of like this map system, too, but I don't know which I like better.
This one.
I like this one better.
You like this one better?
This one is kind of fiddly because you've got, like I've got this top row of menus with the bumpers, and then some of them have these embedded ones with the triggers, and if you hit the wrong one, it goes away. And that's
does this look a lot like, oh, damn, no, I'm pulling a blank. It's a game that just came out.
That
Narc and I were doing
Tetris Revolution
that everybody hates. No, the space game.
Space game that everybody hates.
Space game.
They took 2 years to fix.
No Man's Sky?
The Minecraft
No Man's
space
Sky.
game?
Does that menu not look like some of the No Man's Sky iconography?
Maybe.
Don't you think? I think it does. I think some of that looks very similar.
I think that we have entered, 2 years ago, we entered a phase of design blandness, where everything looks the same. It uses that same weird sans serif font.
I think a lot of things graphically after a while get homogenized when people see how effective it is in other titles and they say, ooh, I'm going to usurp that. But Reki won tonight with the pun out there. He says, blank star. Dude, you win chat for the evening, Reki. You get a free cookie.
I don't know. I told a really good joke earlier.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you did not. We have yet to come to that point, Funk, where there's actually been a moment.
Right. Take a look at this, because this is one of the cool. This is one of the cool things in this game.
Oh, physics.
Oh, well. Oh,
did you just open a black hole? Oh no, you created a person. Well, that's cool.
I nearly killed a person.
Wow, without actual sex. That's pretty neat.
I just turned those 3 boxes into small metal balls.
Wow.
And these are used for crafting. So basically, like, stuff that you collect, you can throw into that recycling machine and get materials that you can use to craft weapons, ammo, med packs, and other kind of stuff. But if you don't have one of these machines or you don't have this stuff, there are grenades that you can use to do the same thing. And those grenades can also, possibly kill people and yourself. There's actually an achievement for killing yourself with it.
With the ball. Nice. Can you use it on the mimics?
Restore
yes.
the small metal balls to full-size boxes.
No, you cannot.
That's too bad. You're trying to unbake that cake.
I need one more thing to need some shotgun ammo, because I need some shotgun ammo.
Point Blank agrees with Funks. He says, yes, exactly. All these games look the same.
I need you to walk away from this box, sir.
Is that guy's name Austin Cool?
Yeah, his name is Austin Cool. I don't know why. He's not that cool.
Avoid the area until repairs have been completed and safety checks confirmed. Affected personnel will be contacted.
He must be pretty cool.
This is a pre-recorded message.
This is a test of the emergency cubing system. Kaleidos says, yeah, can I just say that it's a gosh darn shame that the game's cover for the Semi-Sacred Geometry was not made available through its official soundtrack?
Not getting me any of the stuff I need for this.
Geometry.
Apparently. Semi-Sacred Geometry.
Isn't that what the acorn said when he grew up?
Forrest says, I hated that in web design. Point Blank says, it looks like Alien Isolation to me. It does. In fact, I was going to bring that up. It has a very similar
It also has a lot of the same stealth elements in the sense that, especially early in the game, like, fighting is not much of an option because enemies are much stronger than you. Even at this point, like, even a medium enemy can one-hit you and take away, like, a third of your health.
The lighting is definitely brighter. It's much more, appropriate, I think, to the game style that they're trying to achieve.
Power plants. Okay.
Reki says, congrats on being a dad, Narc.
What?
We were talking about creating a person when you were throwing those balls.
No, I almost uncreated a person.
Mm-hmm. Which is being a dad, only in reverse.
That's standard dad threat. I brought you into this world.
In his life, I'll take you out. Oh, the question says, yeah, there's only one thing I know about this game that you probably don't. You can, early in the game, apparently, prevent the neuromod licenses from being deleted, letting you make neuromods. So...
but you get back... Well, I can make blank neuromods now. I got the pattern for that a while ago. You don't have it at the start.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I suppose that maybe there's some trick to avoiding that happening so that you don't have to wait to get access to that. But I've had it for a while.
Kaleida says, oh, it turns squares into balls. I guess you can put a square peg in a round hole now.
Large squares into small balls.
Oh, man. Bob Roberts says, what about the mass of the object? Yeah, that's a good question now. Now that it's compact and everything, does it feel as heavy?
It should, yeah.
Oh, neat.
But you like those boxes are like the biggest thing you can do that to. Like items that are bigger than that, they just don't convert. So
Point Blank says these nades are what RVB called future cubes.
That's right.
Fucking like
what
that.
They called them, yeah.
Future cubes. Reki says not sure how that affect things. Bob,
did I put? Damn it! Did I put a? I don't remember whether I have a medical operator down here.
Hey guys.
I don't think I do.
What's green but smells like red paint? Green paint.
Yeah, your last one was better, and that's saying something.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, now that was funny, borderline cruel.
No,
Forrest.
The green
Forrest
paint joke is pretty good. I can't
Forrest
believe
says,
you don't think that's funny.
Apparently, molybdenum, I don't know how you pronounce that, is
molybdenum?
Molybdenum is the element of life, the universe, and everything, and apparently its atomic weight is 42.
I mean, part of that is probably correct.
Kaleida says, yeah, Daniel Show, character in Prey, sings the song Semi-Sacred Geometry. You can listen to it in one of the logs where the musical setup is. So that's where a reference for that is.
There was an area in the last one where you had to get through a voice lock by assembling a collection of words from various recordings because it's like a BioShock type game. It's got a bunch of audio recordings around the place. But some of them was also a recording of a musical performance that was given at a company party, and you have to play that back. And when the music starts, there's a combat sequence. So there's like the combat sequence in the disco while the music's playing. And
Forrest says, yeah, is Prey in the same universe as this? He goes, I'm not sure what universes collide with whose, but I'm sure somebody will tell you. Maybe the makers will. Bob says, yeah, 200K big box is still going to be 200, kilograms. It's still going to be 200 kilograms when in small balls. So, yeah, so the question
would
be...
Yeah, but this is space.
So you're saying you just turn off the gravity and it doesn't matter?
Right. But that's not strictly speaking true. So the problem is it has momentum. So even if you're in free fall, if there's a 200-pound ball in front of you, it doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want to it because it has no weight. It has momentum. So if you just smash your fist into that 200-pound ball, you're still breaking your hand.
Yeah,
it'll fly, but you're breaking your hand.
Yeah, it's still going to hurt.
Yeah.
Kaleida says, yeah, Daniel Show, by the way, is voiced by the president's daughter from Independence Day.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the Donald's daughter, whose name I don't remember. I was going to say Chelsea Clinton, but that's many presidents ago.
Daniel Show, unfortunately, in this playthrough is already dead.
Spoiler alert. Jeez. Wow.
Jeez.
Kaleida actually answered your green paint joke. So.
Oh, yeah?
So did Point Blank. Yes, yes. Yes, you can. Point Blank is a genius. Point Blank says, yeah, what's brown and sticky and is the same sort of joke?
Well, typically the answer to the brown and sticky joke is a stick.
Mm-hmm. 4 says, was black and white and red all over? A bloody police car.
Well, that's not nice. By the way, did I tell you guys that I only got the black and white and red all over joke like 2 years ago?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, you did not.
That guy looked like he didn't mean to go in there.
I was in my late 20s when I figured that one out.
Dr. Yu, Mika told me. Quentin, he was smuggling evidence off the station about the volunteers, the victims here. Guess he didn't trust me with what he discovered in psychotronics. I wish he had. I thought he was a friend. But thank you for finding out the truth. Reminds me to be more careful, more aware.
So the secret is that neuromods, like plasmids, are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Just not a huge shock.
See, I don't have a lot of context for this, so people wandering around aimlessly, I don't quite
why
get.
is she unconscious? She was fine last time I was here.
Why can you carry her?
On the body of a smuggler and cargo bay.
You better get your alibi in order.
Mika filled me in. I knew him. I didn't know he was involved in the smuggling ring on the
She was fine. I mean, okay, like, all right, no, but she wasn't fine. But I mean, but she was alive.
Kaleido wants to know, can February March?
Diagnosing. Looks like you've had a rough day.
Yes, can I have some meds, please?
All right.
Is this space station like Space Rapture?
I'm sort of getting that feeling.
Well, I mean, broadly speaking, like it's a commercial outfit that's been privatized from a collection of abandoned government thing. This is like an alt future where the Cold War worked out differently, and the U.S. kind of abandoned their place in it because there was no Cold War goals to further interest in space exploration. So the core of this is based on an old Russian space station. And basically they encountered an alien species that doesn't really seem to understand who or what humans are, but tends to do bad things to them. The first ones were these small ones that would copy objects, and then there are other variations on it, and then they end up discovering that they can use some of the material they've collected from these beings to make neuromods, to make this ability that copies skills and abilities from person to person. But the method of doing so is destructive, both to the donor and to the recipient. And if you have to remove one, your brain reverts to the state it was in when you installed it, which explains the memory loss you start the game with.
Okay. All right, now let me ask you a question. Is this one of those, what do you call that? I don't know, what would you call it? Like cassette punk? It's
what?
Style? I mean...
you mean like retro tech kind of thing?
Yeah.
I believe... see, I don't know. Somebody mentioned a subgenre of film I was made, which was disco sci-fi, and the example they cited for that was Logan's Run and stuff like that.
See,
so
I'm
they're
thinking
talking 70s.
Alien.
Yeah.
Whatever Alien is.
Well, there were certain design elements for a lot of 70s sci-fi that I think they're cherry picking.
The white contoured walls, they say, is part of that. So
Yeah.
you could potentially call that.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's design elements of which they wanted to incorporate. You better hurry up, coming because chat is just blowing up and I can't keep up with all this. Kaleido's follow-up joke is, can February, March? She says no, but April, May.
Oh,
that's funny because there are two characters in this called December and January.
That was funnier than all of Funk's jokes so far.
You're way off. Okay, hey, did I tell you guys what's loud and sounds like apples? Have I told you that joke? Probably 1,000 times.
Yes, you have.
Oh my god, such a great joke. All right, well, never mind then.
Let's see. Okay,
if you're American when you walk in the bathroom, and American when you walk out of the bathroom, what are you while you're inside?
Yeah, you've told this on this this channel before.
Oh, all right.
You told that last week, in fact, I think.
All right.
If
I
not,
think
then the
Funk's
week
recycling
before.
all his
If
oldies
not,
but
then the week
goodies.
before.
It's like my 5 favorite jokes.
Mm-hmm. Reki wants to know, does anybody want to hear a spooky joke? And Forrest says, as long as it doesn't involve Spooky from Discord. Reki says, well, that's the spirit.
Oh, boy. That's pretty good.
Bob Roberts says, yeah, what's brown and sounds like a bell?
Brown sounds like a bell. Don't tell me.
He hasn't replied yet.
Brown and sounds like a bell. Okay, all right. Okay, hold on. Do not tell me the answer. I will come up with it.
Forrest says, oh man, Funk, I got you beat on the slow joke uptake. He says, in Weird Al's I Want a New Duck, there's a liner there. He says, where he wants a duck. He goes, who'll teach me how to swim and help me not get down and show me how to get down and how to get down, baby.
Get it.
Get it?
I don't get it.
Well, I don't know how much Weird Al you listen to.
I'm familiar with the song. It's the parody of I Want a New Drug by Huey Lewis.
The duck is telling you how to get down.
Get it?
From the duck.
Duck? Down? As in down pillows?
All right. Yes, that's a variation on that common joke. How do you get down,
baby?
From an elephant? You get down from a duck. It's not really, but it's similar.
Okay,
similar thing. Anyway,
this is a kind of enemy that mind controls humans. They also got some really interesting ways that these things affect combat. Like the humans that are mind controlled by this function as a kind of a shield. Like the thing doesn't take damage unless the humans are either released or killed.
So is this game's version of the Hypnotoad, is what you're saying?
Yeah, but it's kind of weird because I haven't figured out why that one's there yet, because this area hasn't had any live humans in it, and it's outside the station, so it can't really do anything to me. It's kind of creepy that it's there, but I haven't figured out how that thing's a threat yet.
Okay, what's brown and sounds like a bell? I will give up. But it's going to be something like it's going to be something that's brown that has ong in it. So it'll be like ong, except it'll be brown.
All glory to the Hypnotoad.
What is it? Someone talking.
Now,
brown and sounds like a bell.
If I recall correctly, for this I need power to do something. That needs a pack of resistors here, this grounding resistor, which is broken. I don't have the repair skill. There was one of these things elsewhere in the station, but it is a huge faff to go back there and get it. I think the neuromods that I need to perform that upgrade are clearly visible here outside this window, which I can't open because...
And is bulletproof. Why?
Because that's empty space out there.
Oh, of course not. We can't
so
have that.
A guy walks into the doctor, and all he's wearing is saran wrap. He doesn't have any clothes on. It's just saran wrap.
So I'm one neuromod short of repair 3, which will allow me to solve this puzzle without backtracking.
So he says to the doctor, "Doctor, you gotta help me." And the doctor says, "Well, clearly I can see that you're nuts." Oh shit, I screwed it up. Clearly I can see your nuts. Look, man, give me a break. Clearly I can see your nuts. That's the joke. Go on.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Bob Robertson, yeah, what's brown and sounds like a bell? Dung.
Man!
Yeah, come on. Oh my god.
Oh, that's such a good one. No, it's not. It wouldn't be dung. It would be dung.
Oh, you guys bit it over here, didn't you?
Oh, that's top tier.
Point blank says, yeah, the answer to the bathroom one is right on the tip of my tongue. Forrest says, yeah, all glory to the Hypnotoad. Yeah, I put that one in there. Yeah, Forrest says, yeah, I can clearly see your nuts.
I can clearly see your nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Oh, no. Is it now? What's the death like in this game? You just fall over and that's it?
There's a lot of one-hit kills. They're sparking, arcing electricity, an electrical arc large enough for you to see it with the naked eye like that. No, that just kills you. You're just dead. You don't tank that.
It would probably kill your brain mods.
Checkpointing is not bad, although sometimes I do find out like a death that was caused by combat, and you'll be right back in it without any chance to do anything else.
Oh yeah, it sort of kind of like save traps you.
Yeah, a little bit.
Kaleidos says, yeah, speaking of which, do you guys hear about the guy who invented the knock-knock joke?
Hold on.
Me too.
Guy who invented the knock-knock joke. No, I haven't heard about the guy who invented the knock-knock joke.
Oh, Reki says if you install one neural mod, then another, then remove the first, and install it on someone else, do they get 2-for-1 deal? Have you tried that? I don't know if he's done any manipulation of the system yet.
Okay, I have, in this playthrough anyway, I have not uninstalled any neuromods. It's not so much a thing you do in the game as it is an in-game. It's a diegetic explanation of why you have amnesia. Like, you are an important character in the plot of what's gone on in this station over the last, months.
Right, but you just don't have any memory.
Don't know what it is. And of course, as the player, you also don't know what it is. So, amnesia as a result of neuromod deinstallation is the diegetic explanation for your lack of memory.
Oh. Yeah, Kaleidos says, yeah, the guy who invented the knock-knock joke, yeah, he won the Nobel Prize.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. Wow. That is
joke.
bad.
Yeah, Funk's going to steal that one.
Yep.
So, there you go.
Yep. Do you guys, I can't tell that joke. That's offensive.
Bob Roberts says, this game spends a lot of time
in
loading
that ever
screens.
Stop you? Although I also would say at this point, I am stopping you. All right, so that arc is there, and that looks like it's also electrifying the floor on the stairs on the other side. I can't. The time dilation I've got is not enough to stop the shocking from disabling the weapon. The weapon I'm using right now can actually stop the arcing, and then I can repair it. I don't think I can repair it through the window, though. No, it doesn't want to let me do that.
Forrest said, someone said, Caitlyn Jenner is my favorite X-Men character.
What?
So it took me a while to put it together what the Jenner joke was supposed to be.
Oh my god. Hey, did I tell you guys I found out who was stealing the soap in my bathtub?
I didn't know bathtub was disappearing.
No, it was the robber ducky.
No, that's bad.
Bloodless says, yeah, that gravity joke is getting a bit old, but I fall for it every time.
Yeah. I read a book. I read a book last week about anti-gravity. I couldn't put it down.
Mm-hmm. Kaleidos says, I never liked facial hair, but then it grew on me.
I don't have any hair jokes.
I'm sure you do, but you just don't want to say.
I actually do, and I don't want to say.
See, I told you. Oh, man. I can't wait for him to put the tagline in this thing.
No, it just doesn't want me going through this door at all.
Yeah, we're putting up Dead Space, and then we're doing the Bad Joke rendition of Prey prequel.
All right, I'm going to leave this for later then and go follow the objective marker.
Probably a good idea.
That's because it doesn't look like I can get in there at the moment, or at least not. Oh, hello.
If you guys, mimics. You guys know why Snoop Dogg always carries an umbrella?
Why?
Oh, drizzle.
Forrest says, so a blonde, a brunette, a redhead, a rabbi, a priest, a minister, a Mexican, an American, a Canadian, a duck, an elephant, and a giraffe walk into a bar. And the bartender says, what is this, some kind of a joke?
Yeah, for that one.
Speaking of elephants, do you guys hear about the guy who got eaten by an elephant?
No.
Yeah, he ran around and around and around until he was all pooped out. Oh.
Reggie says 10 pun program and all. Yeah, I don't know what we should have a pun counter along with this as well. To go along with the death counter. And I'm sorry, that golden gun just seems a little ostentatious.
No, it needs more gold.
Needs more. There's not enough gold in this golden gun. The grip? Nah, it's not gold enough. Forrest says, so, a lion, a tiger, and a bear walk into a bar, and the bartender is George Takei.
Bear.
Kaleidos says, I hate fecal matter jokes.
I don't... Hold on.
And I made it through amnesia machine for pigs. Wow, that's some bad shit.
So wait, someone explained to me the joke about Sulu.
Oh, George Takei?
Yeah. I don't get it. I'm not smart.
Point Blank says, gold is okay for a space gun. Is it, though? Is it? Oh, Kaleidos says, props for Blackstar for pronouncing his name right. Thank you. I mean, I don't get it often, but if I hear it, I can replicate what I hear. Getting it from text, though, I will just screw it up every time.
It's like you want to say something else.
Yep. In fact, actually, here's one for chat. Okay. I've always thought that when people were talking about the Chinese art for orienting buildings to be called feng shui, you know, the organization of different items within the building and the building itself as feng shui. I just watched something today where somebody pronounced it feng shui. So how would you pronounce it? Or what is the correct one?
In English, it looks like you would say feng shui, but that's
right.
Not
okay,
right
there you go. Well, that's another pronunciation I've heard of it. So which is the correct one?
Well, I use my authentic Asian accent and say, oh, feng shui.
Okay, so you would pronounce it feng shui.
No, I don't know. I literally never said those words out loud. I don't know anybody who does that crap. I don't.
Who even cares about Chinese architecture and spirituality?
Oh no.
Reki says, yeah, the fact that gold exists makes all other colors inferior. What about platinum? Platinum's more expensive than gold. Oh, Bloodless says, yeah, what is black and is stuck to a ceiling?
What is black and is stuck to a ceiling? Oh,
Not a very good electrician. Kaleidos says, what I love about George Takei's catchphrase, oh my, is that those are Kirk's last words before he dies. Takei got the last laugh on that one.
I get it now.
Really? You just get that now?
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah, it was oh my. Yeah, it was such a cheap. I remember in Generations watching that for the first time. It's like, seriously, out of all this time, those are the last words that are going to escape his lips. I just thought it was
Kirk's not cheesy. I mean, like it's not inappropriate.
I just expected it to take on the cheesiness to take on a different form than it did. That's all. See if I can find that feng shui.
Feng shui.
Yeah, it's just it's at a particular point in this video. I'm going to see if I can find it. Okay.
Hey, a little bird told me you plugged a leak in an unconventional.
It's like a really long ass miniseries.
Yeah. Was it an ass-kissing bird named Krasikov?
Maybe. Care to elaborate?
Not if I'm going to get my pee-pee slapped.
Worse. I'll dunk you in the eel tank.
What?
Ouch. Nah, supply was out of parts, so I borrowed a glue gun from the guys in hardware. Worked out okay.
Ingenious. Next time, let's make sure we have enough spare parts to do the job right.
Roger that, boss.
Okay, so I got a key card. I think I also have enough neuromods to do that upgrade now. Yeah. Okay, so I can do repair 3.
Okay, I think I found it here. Hold on.
What?
Oh, yes. You guys.
You see, every building in all the
I don't know why it took me so long to remember this joke.
Funk, shut up. I found it.
What'd you find?
Here, I found the line. Hold on.
What line?
You're chalking over it, so shut up.
That's the man who makes sure you're building on the Earth Dragon's back and not on his head.
What?
Oh, yes. You see, every building in all of China is built on some part of the Earth Dragon. If you're on his back, it's perfect. But if you're on his head, that's very bad. And if you're on the dragon's eyeball, that's really terrible. When the feng shui man was finally consulted, he said we were just fine.
Yeah, feng shui is how he pronounces it. So yeah, so for the life of me, I just can't figure out exactly what's the correct one or where you would even go to find out.
Well, there is no correct. The answer is
I would say that's incorrect.
The American Heritage Dictionary.
Which is
Why would
not
you look
Chinese.
at the American dictionary for how to pronounce a word that's not
Heritage
English?
Dictionary is the best dictionary
For
money can
English,
buy.
it's not an English word.
Are we not speaking English?
That is not a fact.
We are, but that's not an English word.
No,
it's
not.
absolutely not. Look, if you're speaking English and you say feng shui, and people know what you mean, you are feng shui is an English word. Accept it.
No.
That makes no sense
It
whatsoever.
absolutely makes sense. Do you think what?
I'm sorry.
Our words are French.
I'm
but
sorry.
they're
Grunting indignation is not an argument.
Indignation. That's straight Latin. Indignatio.
So
Is that
wait a minute.
Were you just speaking Latin?
So you're saying because it's in Latin and we're changing that to English, we can pronounce Latin correctly?
Well, no. Look, Funk
And our
is
pronunciation
right
of Latin
that there
is
is
now
a process of words becoming borrowed, where they gain potentially modified meanings and modified pronunciations to the point that we think of them as being native English words. However, this process is not necessarily instantaneous nor relentless. There's, I mean, a lot of people get into arguments about how words should be pronounced and what they should mean, and the counter argument they make is, well, shit changes all the time, so just accept it, get over it. And I'm like, no, that's like, you don't necessarily just have to accept every change that happens. Some of you can say, wait a minute, it's bad that this word now means both itself and its opposite. And it may not be great that a borrowed word has taken on a pronunciation that's really, really terrible. A lot of people also say that, well, if you pronounce French words that are often used in English the way the French pronounce them, you're being pretentious. Speak English. But it's a borrowed French word.
Right. Well, exactly the same way. Perfect example is actually the recent film called Le Mans. But everyone, of course, pronounces it Le Mans as if they're speaking it in English. Le Mans is not a word.
I just
actually
killed that
pronounced Le Mans.
enemy. Did I deliver the coup de Gracie? Is that what I did?
Exactly. Thank you. No, it just makes you sound like an idiot. So
how about F all the way off with that? I mean,
exactly.
Really.
So
no, that's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Reki sides with
de grace.
Reki sides with you. He says, "I'm going to go with fuck on this one." I don't know if he's going to accuracy or humor.
You better be saying that ironically. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Bloodlust says, "Yeah, English is a mix-up of German, French, Celtic, Norwegian, and Danish."
Yes, there are some words that it's
and Latin and Greek.
It's been borrowed so long. There's no point in making that argument.
Right, but there's a difference between the accepted pronunciation and the accurate one. Is what I'm saying.
Feng Shui, however it's pronounced, qualifies that.
We have had that phrase coup de grace or coup de grace in English.
No, coup de
First of all, I've never
say it
heard
like an Englishman.
I've never heard anybody say that. I made that example to be intentionally ridiculous.
Yes,
well, but still, we've had coup de grace, which people pronounce vaguely French.
Pronounce it right. It's coup de gracie. Come on.
And that word has been in the language for centuries, or that phrase.
Centuries?
Yeah.
Funk?
I think it's since the early 1800s. But a newer word, which eliminated its foreign phrasing or its foreign pronunciation after like a year, was balcony. Why is coup de grace foreign and balcony English?
Because I think there are some foreign words that are invoked deliberately for their foreignness, where you're not doing that with balcony, but you are doing it with esprit de corps, with coup de grace, lots of other references.
Joie de vivre.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you're absolutely correct, and I was
Je
just
ne
doing
sais
that
quoi.
for argument's sake.
Yes,
You're
I
correct.
know you were.
Anyway, but
you know
okay,
why,
so-
Funk?
Why?
GIF or JIF. Okay, so
GIF, all right. So, the American Heritage Dictionary.
Oh, somebody hit you in the ass.
Man, kill me.
Oh,
The
dead.
American Heritage Dictionary says, which has an entry for
Casualty.
for feng shui or whatever it is,
I thought I was going to say for casualty for a second.
meaning it is an English word. It says it's pronounced feng shui. It's the Chinese art or practice of positioning
and maybe it
objects.
is, but I'm saying a lot of the processes we talk about in terms of words being borrowed and pronunciations and meanings being changed are because plenty of people had no other sources of that information, no other way to find out. We do.
Right, exactly.
So
Right, that's true.
So
We
if
do
we could
have the
find out how a
American
Chinese
Heritage
speaker
Dictionary.
says feng shui, maybe we ought to adjust and say it that way instead of saying, "Well, it's English now. It's ours, fuckers."
Right.
Forget it.
No,
You know what I mean? Like,
No,
that's
it
not.
is English now. It is ours. We do with it what we want. If they
No,
want to
no,
come
that-
here,
that
they
is-
should
that
speak
is-
the language.
That is obnoxious.
Yeah, that was wholly obnoxious and wholly incorrect.
No, I love it. I think it's really fun. I genuinely think that that's great. One of my favorite things in the world is like talking to French people and then saying where I live.
That's funny. I don't think they say the same.
So they say, where are you from? And I get to say Detroit, and then they say what? And then I say Detroit, vroom vroom, and then they say, oh, Detroit, and it's like I love that. That's so fun.
Kaleidos says yes. Stuart Birdwin directing Star Trek Nemesis, if you could call it directing, always called LeVar Burton Laverne and thought his character Geordi was an alien.
Oh, I thought he was like. Thought his character was from 1950s Wisconsin.
That's so dumb. It must be true.
That just goes to show how bad some
Hey,
people
look,
in
come
the
on.
industry
Calling it Detroit
don't
would
understand the
class
medium.
the place up. You absolutely should revert that pronunciation immediately. I mean,
Ariel Wilson's in the chat. Hi, Ariel. He says, how typical. I dropped by to see what's going on and enter into a linguistics debate. Yeah, sorry, you missed the end of Dead Space, and Narc is kind of holding the time here with a little Prey preview, and, well, let's just say things have gone downhill since then.
You know what's interesting about downhill?
Where is
linguistically, downhill is a repetition of the same word twice.
Probably.
As we know, hill means a little thingy of land, where it's kind of like a little lump of land, right? We know what a hill is, and we also know that a down
is bigger than a mound, smaller than a mountain.
Right, exactly. A down is a hill is a down.
As opposed to a watership
when
down.
We're talking about the direction down.
It's supposed to up. Wait a minute, is this a Michael Bay? No, it's a medical bay. Sorry.
Could you imagine? Bad Boys 2 up over in here.
I was waiting for it to explode into a fireball.
So you used to go up a down, and then you would go down a down.
Is it like driving on a parkway and parking on the driveway?
Yes.
No.
Well, it kind of is like that.
I think Decca kind of summed it up well. He says English as a language is wholly obnoxious.
That's also true.
No, it's beautiful.
I cannot disagree with that.
Oh, it's the best. You guys are crazy. It is not obnoxious. It is the best.
It's we threw everybody else's stuff in there into the blender.
Oh, okay, I can't open the door.
I know. That's why it's so good. English has more words than any other language, and it's not even close.
Because there you are.
And it has, and the rules are insane.
Beyond.
It's so cool, but it's not. I mean, there are other languages with which are like they sound made up though. But in terms of like weird rules they have, like there are some Austronesian languages, if I recall correctly, that don't have left and right, and they don't have like directions in terms of your perspective. They only have cardinal directions.
Wow, that
So you would
really
say,
must make getting
hey,
to
grab
A to
your
B hard.
north hand.
Damn.
You know?
Ariel Wilsons wants to know, does translating it into C++ help? At least that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know. Any programmers out there who want to comment? Point blank says, I bet these people are monolingual.
What people?
Narc is partially bi, or almost tri. Actually, he's taking Japanese.
Partially bi sounds hot.
What? Well, no, you've got English.
You speak
speak a little Russian, and you're taking Japanese, so that would make you trilingual.
I would not make any claims to facility with Japanese whatsoever from like a single.
Yeah, but you're taking lessons.
Classes. Yeah.
Yeah, I had 2 years of summer school Spanish as well as regular. Still can't speak a word. I think the best I could probably do is abre la puerta, por favor.
Enchilada.
Yeah.
I would say I am monolingual, but with time can translate very useless languages like Old Norse and Old English.
See, I was going to guess Latin, to tell you the truth. I figured you'd be big on that because that's kind of the core of everything else.
Oh no! Without Google, without Google,
Bloodless says Narc is bi-curious. Only on the weekends. Decca says, yeah, I've gotten more French than English. Oh, excuse me, I've forgotten more French than English. I tried to forget all my French too. In fact, most of the other Romance languages kind of really mess me up.
All right, Michaela.
I thought I was going to die. Well, sooner than I thought I was going to die.
You're all going to die.
Oh, don't worry. You're going to die.
They are all going to die.
Tony? The way it was looking at me, I'd get up, except for my legs. And my lungs, and my nervous system. Don't look surprised. Paraplexis, remember? You warned me. The boosters are in my office. No way I'm getting there now. But the lifts... I was serious before. I think we can bypass the lockdown. The reactor control room. There's a panel for shutting down everything. The whole station. The computer will scream at you, but just do it. Then pray it all comes back when you cycle the power. It should. It will. Now, go.
Yeah, great. What am I, Kissinger? Where hallway do I go and what button do I push? It's not any more than that.
Yeah. Narc says, not learn any Kazakh, they speak Russian. They speak both. I don't speak any. I don't speak any Kazakh. My father-in-law does. I don't.
Yep. Narc is contributing to the death of native languages.
Okay, Michaela's. Oh, damn it! I'm on a timer now.
Well, yeah, I thought this whole game was. Point Blank says, did Michaelia smell a bad fart? I don't know, probably.
No, she's very ill, actually.
I'm sorry, I can't really feel anything for her, considering my introduction to her has been exactly 5 seconds.
I'm not sure if that makes you responsible now. She won't last long without her medication. It's up to you if you want to help her.
Yay! Can I check that box in the no column?
She has a congenital condition that she hid before coming to work here.
Mm-hmm. See, I just feel like I'm coming in the middle of a series, and I have no idea who any of these people are or why I should care.
Very much near the... This is, I think, somewhere between probably a half and 2/3 through.
Wow, okay, so much for an introduction, then.
No, I mean, literally was just padding. But this is something like BioShock or Mass Effect, where I think it's like if you're doing a first-time blind playthrough, there'd be a lot of faffing about. There'd be a lot of...
Wait a minute, that's not what we're doing now.
Oh, it is, but I'm not attempting to give people more than a sample of what it's like. I'm not trying to explain, okay, this is what Mass Effect is. This is a game I really like. It's about these things, and we're going to do this.
Ariel Wilson, this would not lend itself well to a full Let's Play series.
Like BioShock, we were able to go through BioShock in a certain amount of time because I'd played it through a few times already.
Right, it made it far more efficient, so the fapping was to a minimum.
I played BioShock really quickly. I beat it in like 5 hours my first time through because it was really scary. And so I wanted to do it as quick as possible.
Well, there are a lot of dark sections.
You have a lot of control over your pace in that, just because the hardest fights are generally against big daddies, and you decide when and where those happen most of the time.
Right, so you can gear up.
That is not true in this one. There are some enemies that don't necessarily seek you out. There's only that one big guy who absolutely is scripted to put in there to kill you at certain points. But the stronger enemies, they don't ignore you. You know, they will notice you. You must use stealth to walk by them. Whereas in Bioshock, it's like you can just walk around, Big Daddies. They don't care if you don't attack them. They don't care.
Ariel Wilson says, "I'm reasonably fluent in several programming languages."
I once made a rock paper scissors program in Visual Basic.
Am I going all the way
Did
back
you?
to God? Am I going back to the crew quarters?
I'll go back. I also did it in QBasic. I know QBasic and Visual Basic. And by extension, ASP. So there.
I know how to push the candy-like red button that says
I only knew
push.
PHP. I never learned ASP, but the little bit that I dabbled with an ASP seemed like it was terrible.
No, it's PHP for morons. So if you and PHP is just C, so it's okay.
Really?
So it's C
I
for
did not
morons.
get that.
You don't think PHP is exactly the same as C, basically?
I don't know enough C to say.
Oh, well, I bet, Narc, if you grabbed a C book, you could be as proficient in C as you are in PHP in about a week.
Might be worth trying
wrong.
Oh, glad
I could be wrong because I don't either.
Good night,
I just
Gladys.
noticed that they look the same.
I mean, they're
glad
both,
to see it.
they're both
I'm heading off for
weakly
the night,
typed
guys.
languages. That's about all I know that's definitively common to them. But
She says, "Thank you for the laughs and the good times. You're very welcome. Thank you for tuning in. We certainly hope to catch you next time. Have a good night." Oh, Bob Robertson wants to point out this game does have a wrench.
oh yeah, totally.
You might
I
find
haven't
wrenches
used
on
it. I mean,
board.
that's another thing that links it to Bioshock, System Shock.
Kaleidos says, "Thanks, Narc. Thanks, Blackstar." You're very welcome. Hope to see you next time. Wow, that's a lot of recycling.
Oh, it's telling me to go outside the airlock. Did you lose your medicine outside the airlock? Or is that just the only way? I think it's the only way I have to go back.
Hey, if you wait 5 more minutes, it'll be much less of a problem.
I need a suit repair kit.
Bloodless says, "Yeah, if you were in Australia, I'd offer you a golden gay time. Look it up, Funk." Actually, somebody mentioned something. Somebody mentioned something before about the heat. I was gonna mention that about the heat. Hold on.
Heat.
Yeah, somebody is sweating their selves off, shall we say? Because apparently they're having a heat wave where they're at. I think they're in Australia. We're actually freezing over here. In fact, we just had a massive storm that closed schools and sent
Yeah,
it was.
Snow day.
It was gigantic.
Decca says Michaela's office got space, so yes, her medicine is out the airlock.
Bye. Well, we'll tell her which airlock to go through to find us.
Out the airlock. Out.
How do you not have spares? Let alone have it on them. I mean, if they need
she
meds,
was hiding it. I mean, basically, like her private stash of it was hidden in her cabin in her her office, and it decompressed. It decompressed explosively.
Eat me.
And that's what you get for having private property. That's why we need to eliminate all private property, and it should revert to the state.
I disagree. I'm a big believer
That's
in
pretty much
personal
the
property.
opposite of what you said last week.
Yeah, pretty much. He's just baiting now.
No, of course. Obviously, what you do. You know what? I've decided to become a single issue voter. Just like 2 days ago.
And what's the single issue? Dare I ask?
Protection of minor league baseball franchises.
You're fucking
So
crazy.
right now, Bernie Sanders has tried to meet with Major League Baseball to keep the minor league baseball teams at the same number and avoid contraction. And if he is the only presidential candidate to do that, I will vote for him.
For a second there, I thought you were saying he was going to outlaw contractions.
You should. You should. I would like that too. I do not like contractions. I don't know if anyone notices that, but I don't use.
Wait, you just did.
Hold on.
You just used one.
With the exception of obviously contracted words where people never
See, now you're just muddying the waters.
I don't use contractions when I don't have to.
No, you got to have some rigidly defined areas there.
I do have a rigidly defined area,
except for all the exceptions. It's like having it. No, we want to have a straight a hand of poker, and you said, "Okay, great. Now let me add my 10 wild cards."
Words that are so not contractions that people don't even realize they're contractions are ones that I use. But otherwise, I
makes no
tend
sense.
to not do so.
Question Deca says,
mean
"Yeah,
that
her
doesn't make
office.
sense?
It doesn't. Her office got space, so her medication's out the airlock. So that was part of the problem."
Was Kirk in her office?
I can't imagine medical though doesn't have that same medication on demand though.
Well, let's think about this. If they ban everybody who's bipolar from coming onto the boat, why would they carry the bipolar medicine?
Why would they ban bipolars?
I don't know. Have you ever met
for
a
fear of them
bipolar?
spacing offices? I mean,
No,
yeah.
I mean, like, whatever her condition is, if they ban that condition... By the way, let's look at the stars for a minute.
She has a condition that she should not be allowed to do this job if she has it.
Are we supposed to be in our galaxy?
Yeah,
I don't know, but whatever it is,
we're
Narcs
like
go over the speed limit.
I think we're like at a Lagrange point between Earth and the Moon or something like that.
Let's look at Earth.
There you go.
Bloodless says his medication comes in a brown paper bag and goes well with Coca-Cola. That's a Earth.
Okay,
yeah, that's right. I think the Moon is on the other side of the station. So
the Moon.
Okay, find a series of bright stars. We got to see if this is a real sky. This is important.
No, it's not.
I'm sure this star field is not real. I'm sure they've just pasted in something that looks like the Milky Way or is a Milky Way image, but that doesn't mean the rest of the star field is legit.
No, who wants Neil deGrasse Tyson on their ass?
If you have a game set in space, why wouldn't you have real sky?
I'll tell you why. Perfect example.
In a space station.
You're in space.
Everything is in space by that definition.
Let me answer your question.
And every game should have an accurate sky.
No, not really. In fact, perfect example was Neil deGrasse Tyson actually had talked to James Cameron about his sky that he put in Titanic, because he told him that when they're lying out under the Titanic, he said the sky was inaccurate, and his reply to that was, "Wow, yeah, this is a film that raked in $1.4 billion. Imagine if I got the sky right.
It would have made more."
First of all,
that was real.
Cameron is kind of a dick.
Real stars.
So it's not
He is.
Oh, Jesus!
But you know what he did? In the subsequent Blu-rays, he put in the correct sky.
Can we look at the moon for a minute?
No.
I want to see if I can identify lunar features I like.
No, the moon's on the other side of the station.
The moon's kind of a known quantity.
It's literally right
I don't think they bothered to make a fake
moon. Not.
You're 180.
No, it is not.
Point Blank says, yeah, good night all, and yeah, he's about 85 to 90% my spirit animal too. Yeah, Reki says, yeah, Funk is my spirit animal confirmed. I'm asleep before the illusion shatters. Good night, boys, and cheers for the stream. You're very welcome, Reki. I certainly hope you had fun. Yeah, Funk, Narc, we want to wrap this up.
Yeah, we can basically any time.
Chat's falling asleep.
Yeah,
it's past everyone's bedtime. You're just fapping about.
Yeah,
have been for an hour.
Hey, look, I'm just trying to save Michaela's life. That's what I'm trying to do.
See, I don't know Michaela, so I'm not invested.
I don't know either. I only just met her, really.
All right, now quick, do a 180 so that we can look at the moon.
Bob Roberts' contractions equals GB Shaw says you don't need apostrophes unless there's an ambiguity in it.
The other side of the station. I don't know why you think you can see it from this side.
I definitely saw the moon.
No, you didn't.
Play the feed back.
Yeah, Wilson says he's going to take his leave. Thank you, Ariel. You have a good one, too.
That's a good move. We'll just slowly slide off. That's Orion.
Bloodless says you will succumb to my time zone.
It's not Orion.
It looks like.
No. I'm going to say that that's not. It's close, but that ain't it.
All right.
Depends how accurate you want to be. Point Blank says faffing, not fapping. Important distinction, Blackstar. Did I say fapping? I can never tell. See, there's not enough apostrophes in there.
Moon.
Yeah, see, okay. All right, that's not the moon.
Because I'm far enough away from the station now.
That might be the moon. Let's look at it. Let's look at it for a long time. Stare at it.
Well, we can do this on our own time.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What are we looking at here? See, look in the top left part of the moon.
What? Wait, we're in space. It's round. How can you say top left?
I mean, with reference to my
Right,
current state,
now look-
I'm
now look
not going to
middle
do this,
Well,
so
that's
we
just
lose
it. What
all sense of
orientation
orientation.
are you
That'd be
at?
silly. Well, I want to.
Bob Roberts says, yeah, the name of this
no.
place is Talos, which is Greek.
Uh,
Are you online comparing visual references?
no, I don't have to. This is just... There's like... That doesn't even look like the moon. Are we on the far side? We can't be.
Why can't we be?
Because we're between the Earth and the moon.
Well, that may be inaccurate.
We're on the light side.
I mean, there's Earth.
All right, there's Earth.
Point blank is reminding me of Local 58 ARG now.
So yeah, I mean that does not look like we're on the dark side to me.
Okay, so this is a made up. They made up the moon.
Point blank says, when is the moon going to start screaming?
All moons are made up. All right. So yeah, so we'll take our leave now.
Yep.
The next thing will be Black Mesa.
Yay!
And we will start that next week.
Okay.
So
yeah,
once we do Black Mesa, or do we then do Half-Life 2?
Yes. Yeah. The idea is that in the run up to Half-Life Alyx, more people will be talking about Half-Life, and so we are taking advantage of this opportunity to do Half-Life.
Okay. All right.
Will one of us buy Half-Life Alyx?
Not me. I don't think.
Nope.
I don't really have a layout for VR. It's
We have
fine.
no
Another
VR
expensive
tech.
peripheral. I
Man.
don't think I'm in on Half-Life Alyx.
You're gonna have to shell out for
I'll
that.
have to watch somebody else play it, but at least I will have refreshed my knowledge of Half-Life in the meantime.
Oh, Bloodlust wants to know what is Mesa.
Black Mesa is just a recreation of Half-Life 1 in the source engine that was used for Half-Life 2.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Bob says, great show.
The
Bye.
It started off as
Thanks,
a free
Bob.
community mod, and it's now an item on the Steam store.
Yep.
Right, and they betrayed me. But it's using a different version of the source engine now. It's not using the Half-Life 2 version anymore.
Yeah, it's a version newer than that, but again, there's no Half-Life game out in that version of the engine to refer to, so it's basically like a source. Half-Life Alyx is in the Source 2 engine, but I don't know what the other games are that are in the Source 2 engine.
This is what I was afraid of. Magic U just jumps in and goes, hi guys, where are we? We are literally instantly wrapping up.
We're literally
I've been trying to get these guys to shut up in 10 minutes.
I put up
10 minutes I've been trying to get these guys to shut up because we're trying to say goodnight. So, oh my god, I can't believe it. I tried. I really did.
I know. We were almost out.
Yep. So,
right. So thanks everybody for watching. Next week will be Black Mesa. I will put it up on the schedule on rampancy.net and also in the Discord channel.
Yep. Okay. So thank
If
you all for
anyone
watching.
has made it this far, leave in the comments if you prefer Friskies or Fancy Feast cat food.
Yeah, because everyone needs to know. All right, well, thank you very much for watching. We certainly hope you enjoyed the stream. I am Blackstar, along with Darkogen and Funk. Please feel free to check out all of the stuff that we have on our YouTube channel. And as always, we hope to catch you next time.
Bye.
Bruce, cat.
I can't believe what's happening.
How many times you watched that thing? Guess you really miss her. Don't worry, we're almost there. You'll be able to look her up once we're on board. Sounds like you two have a lot of catching up to do.
The USG Ishimura. Biggest planet cracker in her class.
Why is it all dark? I don't see any running lights.
This is mutiny. Hold him. By Maritime Law, Article 5469, I hereby declare Captain Benjamin Mathias unfit for duty. The mark must be delivered to the church. I'm sorry, Ben, but I can't let you do this.
USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kellyan responding to your distress call. Come in, Ishimura.
Never heard of a total communications blackout on one of these things. You'd think with 1,000 people on board, someone would pick up the phone.
We need more help. We don't have the resources to deal with this many cases. Nobody would tell us what's happening.
There should be a security detail in here.
Yeah? Well, there's not. There's nobody here.
Isaac, where are you? Help me.